up? What's up? What's up? Thanks for listening to the first Peon podcast. I guess that's what I'm calling it. I could just call it Peon, but then it'd be confusing because I got Peon Magazine and Peon Podcast. Who knows what else? Fucking brand with that name. I'm a real big brand guy now, I guess. But you gotta be nowadays in the content creation market. Gotta hate that term. Well, anyway, welcome. I got this is a real doozy today, but we'll get to that. First of all, I guess I could tell you a little bit about format for this is pretty much just going to be me ripping off Mark Maron. That's all I got. I just steal from people pretty much, but I'm going to be kind of talking like this, and you'll hear some music, then you'll hear the episode. I'll be ranting and talking about whatever I feel like talking about. Hopefully I'll have some topics maybe. I don't know. I won't be talking too long. I'm sure most people skip past this or whatever Mark Maron talks about, just old guy shit. I'm kind of an old guy now too, especially in the kitchen. I'll get into that in a second. I mainly started this podcast as an easier way to talk to cooks or get people to tell their stories, because oftentimes the problems that I run into with this magazine, creating this any issue of Peon, is that people don't have the time. They don't have the time to write. They don't have the time to produce. They just don't have time. Nobody has fucking time. I barely have any fucking time. So it's cool to just sit down with somebody and just talk through their life in kitchens or in the service industry. And what's cool about that is that people are fucking down to talk about it. I mean, the idea is just to be laid back, that this is like me talking with them at a bar, like us getting a drink or whatever. So hopefully it'll be comfortable. It'll be fun. It'll be easy. And, people that aren't in kitchens or the service industry will just kind of see what real shit's going on back there. You know what I mean? So hopefully I'll be getting a lot of different kind of guests, bartenders and dishwashers. And man, I wish I spoke Spanish. Holy shit. I got a couple dudes I know that crazy dishwashers. If I spoke Spanish, that'd be fucking great. But I don't. So I don't know, maybe get a little guest host one of these days. Anyway, this episode, it's a real doozy. We recorded it almost a year ago. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. It's been a blur, but I'm a busy dude. I do these things and then they sit around for a while because, it's not the right moment, or I still have to edit it. I'm one man, give me a break. Come on. I don't give myself a break, but you give me a break. So it's been sitting around for a year. It's with my best friend, KEATON, who I thought would be perfect because I got a rapport with him. We've talked through some of these stories before, but a lot of it I didn't really know. So it's cool to sit down with somebody that I know so well and hear all these stories that I had no idea about. He hadn't told me any of this stuff. And it was cool to go from the beginning of his service industry career and then follow it through, and learned a lot of new things about him. But what's also great about this episode is that he just berates me, and hopefully you'll find that it's entertaining, because I sure did. I kind of fed into a little bit, and so he's just berating me about what the podcast should be, where it should be hosted, what kind of topics I should get into, and so he's kind of the guiding force in my head in terms of where conversations should go. And he's not wrong. I mean, I don't want it to just be like me talking to cooks or service industry people and just talking about like the A to B of their career and shit. I have no fucking interest in that. I just want to talk to people, and people in the industry are so fascinating that I think of it as kind of a travesty that we've been kind of overlooked in terms of how interesting and cool we are. Of course, you got people who are famous like Maddie Matheson and Admiral Lagasse. I don't know why he popped in my head. Guy Fieri, But imagine if you cut through all that bullshit. Imagine if you got to Guy Fieri and you cut through all that bullshit. You talk about how he started in kitchens and why he started in kitchens, and those stories of him becoming the silver-haired, backward glasses demigod that he is today, the mayor of Flavortown. I think it'd be pretty fucking interesting. Who knows? If you know Guy Fieri, get him on the phone, tell him I'm looking for him. So this episode was recorded like almost a year ago. It took me a long time to get together just because I had to learn editing. It seems like everything that I do, I just have to I have to learn a new thing. I don't know why I'm like this, guys. I have no idea. You'll hear it in the episode. KEATON talks about it. I don't know why I'm like this, but I just get these ideas. They get stuck in my head. And in order to make them happen, I don't have money because I'm a line cook. So I have to figure out how to do them myself. That's part of the fun, right? It just means that everything takes longer. But who knows? Maybe I'll, get some money later. I'm making OnlyFans, a Cooks OnlyFans, only cooks. I gotta copyright that now too. Oh, and just for some context, we talk about a shed. At the time, I was living in what I called a shed, but it was really like a small, I guess it was a refurbished shed, and in the back of this house on the east side of Austin. But I just want this to be fun and kind of uplifting. But there's going to be some dark shit every once in a while, so just be prepared for that. And now that the most recent issue 3, the service issue just came out, and it's kind of winding down. I think now, until I get more resources, which might never happen, but until that happens, I'm sort of thinking of each issue of Peon as kind of being an album. So I'm looking at stuff like more casual writing, and these podcasts as kind of being something that happens all the time, weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, that kind of thing. And then an issue of Peon dropping with stuff that takes a lot longer to make, like my buddy David making a video game, or me doing what I'm doing right now, which is deep diving into fried chicken. So those sorts of things take a long time. And since I do all the background work and the editing and stuff, then it's kind of makes more sense for that to be kind of like an album release, and then everything around it kind of be more casual and kind of looser. I like that better than just striving to be perfect with everything I do and original with everything I do.
And so if that casual element sounds interesting to you, I've started a Patreon where all that stuff will live. So I got 3 tiers up there right now. The first tier is, I think, priced at like $2 or $3. And that mainly just gives you access to some more casual writing that I'm going to do surrounding my own life in kitchens. It also gives you access to all 5 episodes of Shit Show, which is a show that, like a Mystery Science Theater meets a podcast that me and KEATON did together during the pandemic. We're kind of 2 out of work line cooks watching movies about line cooks. But YouTube is very sensitive about copyright stuff, and since we're watching movies, it just got restricted and weird, and you wouldn't be able to find it. So what I ended up doing is I'm putting that into the Patreon behind the first tier, and it'll be on a locked page on my website, and it'll be completely unedited. And then tier 2, I think I'm adding some podcast extras, some behind the scenes kind of stuff of me working on the magazine and talking about, kind of conversing with people, and hopefully we build some kind of community around whatever topic I'm working on at the time. Like, say now it's fried chicken, so it'd be cool to bounce ideas off people and talk about what I'm doing, and then people can sort of come in and give their opinions and their 2 cents. And then on the third tier, I'm still working on this, but the idea is that every 3 months, I think it's price is set at $10, but every 3 months I'll do a special t-shirt release, and you get that t-shirt for free. I'll also probably put it up on the website for people to buy, but you'll get it for free because you've been paying, $10 a month. So essentially it'll be a $30 t-shirt, but you paid over 3 months for the t-shirt. And hopefully we'll have some more exclusives, plan on doing some cool, like, weird merch, maybe some Sharpies or something like that. If you're interested, it's Peon Magazine. Just search Patreon, Peon Magazine.
If you want to get in contact with me, I'm all over Instagram. Check it all the time. Check my DMs. I'm thirsty, real thirsty content creator out here, guys. But anyway, you can go to peonmagazine.com. You can go to contact page. I think I have a contact page. I don't even know what's on my fucking page. There's also a donation page there. All that money goes to paying writers and graphic designers. Anybody who wants money, I try to pay as well as I can. But it's important that just people get paid, especially in this line of work, right? But the easiest way to get in contact with me is just through Instagram's DMs. If you want to pitch something or you want to submit something to the magazine, I'm always down for that as well. The submission for that is on peonmagazine.com.
Otherwise, just like I said, just DM me and I'll get back to you. I respond to everything. So, oh, and before we get to the episode, make sure you check out Keaton's films. Find him on Instagram at Gemini Films. That's Gemini, but with dots in between. G.E.M.I.N.I.films. Also check out his live concert videos. You can find those on Gemini Films YouTube page. He did one for Dream Crusher, Freddie Gibbs, Sumac, Author and Punisher, Philip Best, Pharmacon, Eve's Tumor, Debit. He's got one of horror that just came out. And I think he's got some more in the works. And also check out 16 Rachels. That's a documentary series he did about 16 women, all named Rachel, and they give you a glimpse into their lives. That's great. Series 2 is he's working on that right now. And then on top of that, check out Abigail Was Here. That's a short film that I helped him make. And then he's got a new short film out called Engram. I'm sure that's going to be making the rounds pretty soon in some festivals, and he'll probably put it online eventually. I'm not sure, but keep an eye out for it. Follow him on Instagram. Check out his shit. Enjoy the episode.
Well, it's supposed to be a conversation, you know?
Well,
The funny thing is that
so far the things that weren't about me felt like a conversation. Until
Okay.
you go, all right, let's start.
dude, that's
Let's start from the beginning.
I didn't say let's
What conversation
start.
begins that
I
way?
didn't say let's start. I said, what was your first food service job? Which we've actually done before when we're writing. We're just like, well, where did you? We've done it naturally in conversation before.
My first food service job.
What was your first job?
My first job. My first
Yeah,
job.
I think you said it was Canes, right? Raising Canes.
Never worked there in my life. I never told you that.
You said you worked at Canes.
No, I didn't. I said my friend worked at Canes. I never worked at Canes. I showed you a picture of myself in junior
Canes
high
shirt.
wearing a Canes shirt.
Whoa,
With
dude,
my-
did I fill in the blanks there?
You did.
Okay. Wow. Okay, I thought
It's
you worked
also
at
an
Canes.
exploration of what it's
Yeah.
like to be you.
In my head. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's horrible. It's a lot of assumptions.
Harrowing.
I specifically said I'm a victim. I'm the victim here.
All right, my first
So
job.
wait, why were you wearing a Canes shirt? Like, why did you you had a legitimate like Canes polo shirt. How would I not assume that you worked there?
Not a polo shirt. It was just a regular tee, red Canes tee.
It had the
That was the
polo.
theme of that was our outfit for the dance. We're gonna wear a Canes shirt. Me and the girl for the dance wore matching Canes shirts.
Why?
Was
it a joke or
it's
was
too
it
long ago? I don't remember.
You know, I think
I
what
think it was
happened
probably
is that
her. I think it was her choice.
This is a case of you say things that are like you think you know are jokes, right? I think what I said is you worked at Canes. I don't know you work at Canes. And you were like, yeah, I worked at Canes, but you said it as a joke, and I didn't know.
Don't
People
can't
say
backtrack.
that about
Don't
you a
backtrack.
lot. They do anyway. Okay.
Oh
you
yeah,
didn't
because I
work at
got dry
Canes.
humor. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if that little pun or joke was better than the conversation I was having at the time. Probably.
Yeah. Okay. Oh. Jeez. All right.
Probably.
Hey,
I can't think of a
This is
better
horrible.
of a reason why I would say that, but that's probably why.
Okay.
Probably a shitty conversation. I was like,
And
oh
you were
sure,
like,
yeah, I worked at Canes.
I worked at Canes.
Oh really?
Is that what you do? You just make jokes to like get out of like bad conversations?
Like I'm trying to do that now.
I could tell. So wait, if you didn't work at Canes, was it the? I'll just fill in the blanks. What was your first job? Was the sandwich place?
Not true. I was in college.
This is great. See,
My first job wasn't a real job. I was a lawnmower. kid.
okay,
I mowed yards
yeah.
for $20.
I think, yeah.
$20
Everybody
on the
does that.
bridge.
What did you charge? Yeah.
Jerked off many men, $15 a man. No, I would mow grass
Oh my
for
God.
$20 a yard, and usually it was my grandpa's yard.
It's always.
But then
yeah.
it was my mom's stepmom's. She was a pediatrician, so it was her office. I had to mow that, and then I mowed my dad's office. I had like 4 yards that I was mowing.
So what was your first food service?
service
We talked
started-
a lot about that.
Started in college. I was at McAllister's Deli.
Ooh. Was that with the DJ? The guy was the DJ.
That was Quiznos. That was
So you
after
worked at
that.
2 sandwich places.
So you're a sandwich.
I feel like it was 3.
What do they call? Wow. Okay. What
Maybe it was.
they call you?
No, it was different. It was
sandwich
different
artist?
Quiznos I moved locations.
So you've worked at several Quiznos.
2.
2 Quiznos.
I think, yeah, it was 2.
I'm thinking Schlotsky's. Quiznos it's like a big chain.
Because you're Texas. This is Louisiana. You got Subway and you got
So
Quiznos.
why McAllister's?
You got one's toasted, one's not.
Yeah.
This is back in the day before they toasted your sandwich at Subway.
Oh, it's just cold. It's a
cold. Yeah,
it's a cold sandwich. I used to love Subway.
if you want
I
to
used
toast
Subway
it, go to
every-
Quiznos. Go through the conveyor
every
belt.
day. Cool. I remember we went on a road trip once. And you were like, "I got to stop for some food," and you stopped at a Subway. And I
Well,
was
because
like,
we're going
why?
through East
you went,
Texas.
You were like, "Because it's fresh."
want that fresh.
You
Go to
said-
the gas
you
station.
said specifically, eat fresh.
You know, if you're in Crockett, Texas, and you need a fresh meal, stop at that quiz.
You get
Stop at that Subway.
a lettuce sandwich.
I did.
I think
That was back when I was a veggie.
Yeah.
Veg head. Strictly carbs and veggies.
So why McAllister's? Oh man.
So we're skipping McAllister's?
No,
Wait,
you said why
sorry.
McAllister's? Yeah.
There's a hot girl that worked there. That's why I wanted to work there.
Did your
I think her
dad
name was
force you to get the job?
Heather.
Oh, so was she a high school? This is college, right?
All right, I'm not a. What is this? She a high school kid?
So you
No,
were-
she was
you
of
were-
the same
you were
age.
Specifically stalking her? Is that what you were saying?
No, I was like, wow, that girl's hot. I'll work here. So I applied for a line cook job in the kitchen. I didn't want to be a waiter. I was like, no, fuck that.
Yeah.
Instantly, I was like, no, front of house is not. No, I'll be the guy in the back.
Wait, what's front of house there? They're not a sit down restaurant.
It's
Right.
like you just work behind the counter and then
Yeah.
you gotta clean tables and then go check on them. No one orders from the table, so you order from the counter and then
Yeah.
it's like a stepping stone to a real waiting job.
Yeah.
It's all young kids. It's like high school.
I know. I
college
went to Chick-fil-A the other day. It's just everybody's just a ball of nerds. It's like a 30-year-old dude there who's still the manager, and like,
Oh, dude, try.
and then there's like
um,
just a kid who like doesn't know how to talk to people, and he's
When's the last time you went to
so-
In and Out?
just the other day.
Psychos. Do they tell them to smile and
What is
laugh and
that,
stuff?
dude?
Yeah,
That is
you can't
so
see it.
bizarre.
Can't see it, folks, but they're like they smile when they're like, "Hi,
Dude.
welcome to In and Out."
You can hear
yeah,
it. in
yeah,
their-
cool. You want some fries? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you can hear it
Fries.
in their voice.
Whatever they screamed in the back.
Yeah, I went to the In-N-Out and I got the Steve Weeby order.
Animal
No
style.
tomatoes.
I didn't know this.
style,
I don't even know this.
because they did an In-N-Out challenge on Scissor Bros, where they had to eat as many burgers as possible, but at every burger they had to chug a glass of milk. Because Dave,
See, this is what you do when you're sober. You have no edge. You have no edge to your
There's
life.
that they
You have to- you have to
they
look-
like
how
put
can I
hot
get that
sauce on their
kick?
nipples and do weird shit.
I saw the one where they put like Preparation H or whatever on their
I
asshole.
haven't
and,
watched
like,
that one yet. Any sort of male nudity, I'm like, I don't want to see Jeremiah's naked, pale body.
his ginger cock.
Yeah, I don't want to see that.
I thought they were gonna get naked in for the comedy show. DB said, "You
Why
want me to
were
get
they
naked?
Wearing cow.
You want me to get
costumes?
naked?" And everyone goes, "Yeah." And he goes, "He didn't get
I
naked."
didn't do it. But I went there, and it's weird how happy. Like the guy's like, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm like, "I'm all right."
Wait, what guy?
The guy at the drive-through. I go to the drive-through, and he's
Oh,
like,
at In-N-Out?
Yeah, I'm like, "Hey, can I get burger animal style? Animal style, fantastic, yeah."
With a white hat.
with onions. Yeah, we can do that. Of course. Yeah. What else? What else can we do for you? We have fantastic shakes. I'm like,
Fantastic.
He's like, how's your day going? I'm like, dude, I just want to
Fit for a king.
Jesus. How was it? Did you like it? It's not good, is it? It's not good.
Nice transition. I don't know what you're talking about. Like what?
I know. Terrible. I'm terrible at interviewing and talking
So
to
you-
people.
do you
I'm
like it?
terrible at talking to people. Do you like it?
You like that stuff?
Do you like it?
Yeah, man. I love it.
Oh, Jesus. I don't even know how we
I like
got
it.
here. I have
I like
no
it.
idea how we got here.
Is that an issue?
I don't know. You can turn it off.
Man,
if you
it could
want.
be
We're not
part-
keeping
no, it
any-
could be a
We're not
character.
keeping any of this.
Could be a character.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, this is great.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to try to make it about something, but you're very resistant.
No, you
to
didn't, because I
any-
asked you, what's this about? And you go, well, I don't prep, I don't want to put a, I want to put a label on it, dude. It's just like,
dude, I think
we get together and we
it's
just talk
so funny.
and it's like,
It's so funny. I think
There's no prep at all, bro.
I think you heard those things that I said and you like extrapolated that. I said it's all about for a person's food service experience. That's what I said.
And so far we've gotten one question.
Yeah, because
How'd you start?
You laughed at the question and you belittled me for trying to ask about your food service experience.
Well, I think it's boring.
It's not. Is
everybody else going to be this boring? Talking about their food service experience?
Everybody
history?
else might actually tell me
How
about it.
Well, I mean, yeah, because you get interesting people to tell them stories who tell stories. I don't tell stories. And I sure as hell don't want to talk about my
stories.
Do I?
Yeah, dude. Well, some of the stories you told me before.
That word, you got to extrapolate that story out of me, bro. You got to get that out of me.
Jesus Christ, dude. The most
I'm not going to give it. I'm not going to give it to you. You got to get it out of me.
Oh God. So what did the girl look like? Why was she so amazing that you had to work at Miss McCallum?
At the time, as a young lad, learning about myself, learning about what I'm attracted to, what kind of things I like, what is culture really? What's my place in the world?
Squirming.
I had this existential crisis at
20 in the back of your head? She's
no, at 21 or 22. She won't hear this. I'm gonna throw this in the grass after this. But I was like, I think I had like a fixation on Angelina Jolie. I was like, oh, she's the hottest girl in the world, bro.
Big eyes, heroin chic.
Oh yeah,
huge lips.
All about it.
Massive lips.
So this girl looked like a little miniature version of her, like a short, tiny version of her. Just her face looked like Angelina Jolie.
Okay.
And she knew who Chiodos was.
Oh, so you were into that.
She called him Cheetos.
And you didn't correct her.
And I laughed. It wasn't funny, but I was like, that's great.
But then you didn't correct her. Did you think it was a joke?
Of course not. I could barely talk to her. I was just like, oh my God, I can't believe she knows Chiodos. Maybe that's a way in. Maybe I could talk about
So wait, did you
Cheetos
ever so you got the job, right? Was it easier than you thought?
It's so easy.
So easy to get the job.
I signed. I think I remember I was like, can I, are you guys hiring? He goes, yeah, sure. And so they gave me an application. This is pre-apps. This is pre-iPhone.
Oh, yeah. You got to fill them out.
So I was like, okay. So I signed it and I gave it back to him and he looked at it. It's come in the back. And so I went to the back and he interviewed me right there. So what kind of service? I don't think he said like what kind of service industry. How'd you start out? And he sounded like he was like, how'd you start out in service?
Such dick.
I go, I don't have any service industry, but I worked in
I don't have it, yeah.
No, I worked in a lumber factory. Sawmill.
He goes, that must be hard work.
I go, you don't fucking even know, sir. Some people can make sandwiches, but I had to sop up oil. I had to like sweep up sawdust. It was like an Emile Zola
He goes, so you're not a
novel.
Sweep? So you're not a sweep?
I know how to sweep. Okay. I'm Peon. But he got me here.
So you got the job on the spot?
Yeah, he goes, you can work on the line right there.
So he didn't ask you about your sandwich making. Did he ask any weird questions like, what's your favorite sandwich? You know, they do.
Probably.
They do.
I don't remember.
What'd you say?
It out.
What did you say?
Probably like, I'm an Italian sub kind of guy. A little vinegar, some pickle on there.
Yeah.
You need a little balance with your meat. Little that vinegary bite.
Did you? So you okay? Wait. As a guy who used to do the same thing. So you get the job, right? What are you waiting for? You waiting for the shift?
I'm waiting to talk to that girl.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Are you waiting for? Are you requesting a shift with her, or are you like you work with the girl now? What was your next step?
For what? What do you mean?
You didn't have a step, did you?
I'm 21 years old. I don't have any steps.
Exactly.
I'm like, what is this world about?
So
I was just in high school. Now I'm working at a sandwich place. This sucks. Is this what life is? That's probably where I'm starting.
So what? Yeah,
that was my introduction to life. Is this what life is?
Yeah, that was kind of what mine was. I worked at what is it called? Worked at a department store, and then I worked at Red Robin, and I was like, wait, I got to clean the puke off the table.
Oh, I never had to do that.
Yeah,
that came later.
They go
barback job.
Ooh,
the old ginger man.
Yeah. Wait. Oh yeah, ginger. We'll get there.
This is
gonna
many
be a
years later.
6-hour podcast. Just.
I'm actually kind of liking this now.
Yeah, good. See, settled in. So no. My point is like.
I was just worried you didn't know how to do this.
So why?
You're doing fine.
So you finally work with the girl. What happened? Like, did you approach her? Did you try to like make her a sandwich one time? Hey, I'll make you a sandwich. You want a sandwich to go?
That sounds awful.
So what did you do? What was your plan?
I don't think I ever.
You didn't talk to her again.
I think
You just forgot about
like
it.
most weird places, like this place had terrible management.
Yeah, of course.
Everyone was weird and awkward because we're all like just out of high school. Some people were still in high school.
How old was the manager?
Roy was at least in his 40s.
That's always so weird. At fast food joints, it's like people who are in their 40s and then people in their just starting out.
There's no family. There's no like camaraderie at all. There's just like we worked and we made dick jokes in the kitchen. The kitchen was much better. In the front, it's quiet. They play the top 40 hits or whatever on the radio in the front.
And this is before social media, so nobody's looking at their phones, right? They just listen to a playlist. They just sit there.
I remember
maybe read a book.
I think when the thing with the girl didn't work out, I was like, I think I met this guy Pete.
How old was he?
R.I.P.
Wait, what do you mean R.I.P.?
We'll get to that.
Wait, was this the heroin guy?
No.
Is this right by Tony?
Just opposite. He's like a Chris Farley guy, massive man.
Oh shit.
I liked him more than the girl. Like in a
so
like I was like the girl didn't work out. I was like fuck her. I'll just fuck off with this guy. He was hilarious. He was like weighing his balls in the
I've heard all about this.
Yeah, he's like
heard all about this.
His first day was like, here's the scale for the ham. We go we use it for our balls. I was like, what do you mean you use it for your balls? And he's like,
he's the only one.
And he goes, stay right here. And he walked into the walk-in and he stayed for like a minute. Came out and he's like,
the walk-in where all the meat is.
Yeah.
McAllister's
is not sanitary. But he came out and he's like, point whatever 9 ounces or whatever. And I was like, what does that mean? He goes,
grams is better for.
I don't know what it was because my balls. He goes, you weighed your balls?
Did you go weigh your balls?
He goes, well, go weigh your balls.
Did you go weigh your balls?
I had no choice. He's like, go. He goes, go weigh your balls.
You had a choice. You could.
I was like, but it's cold in there. Yeah. He said, doesn't matter. Go weigh your balls. I was like, all right.
Like you thought it was going to affect the weight of the balls. Like that was your concern.
So weigh my balls. I was like, this guy's much. This is why I work here. Just to hang out with this guy. He was like my best friend for like 4 months.
So wait, you only knew? I've heard multiple stories about this guy. You only knew him for 4 months. What? And then did he die? He died.
Well, he died later, but we went our step. I don't know. He went somewhere else. I don't know. I don't even remember what happened. But I remember at the peak of our friendship, like I was living in the dorm. I was going to college. He always wanted to fucking like just get trashed every night because he didn't go to school. He just worked at McAllister's.
So wait, he didn't go to school.
He wanted to become a sheriff, he wanted to join whatever the police academy. But that was, that's what he talked about when he got drunk at work tomorrow.
You don't have to drink it if you don't want.
You said you gave me the motion of like, here.
I was like, you could say no.
I don't say no. I don't say no to liquor.
This is the thing with service people. Nobody says no. People when the servers at work ask, "Do you want a beer?" Because there's end of night, they give you a beer while you're shutting down, and sometimes they'll be like, "No, I'm good." They're like, "Do that thing." Like, what's wrong with you?
You have no choice if you're in the kitchen, dude. You go to Kamuri. They say, "Here, donate $1 for the kitchen. Buy a beer for the boys."
Yeah.
It's like you're donating, you're encouraging them to drink.
Anyway, so what happened to Phil? Philly.
His name's not Phil, but okay. So I was living in the dorm.
and, boy.
We would go out like I think it was $100 night or whatever. Like the bartenders at this bar, the shitty bar in Lafayette, Louisiana, would give you $100 to do whatever. There's always girls. They would get naked. Pour beer on their tits, whatever, to get $100. $100 contest. Do whatever. Do the craziest thing you can think of.
Oh, girl! But it's not like Coyote.
Well, guys would
Ugly.
do weird stuff like breakdancing and like.
Oh, I see. Okay, so I thought you were saying that, like the bartenders, you could pay them $100 and they would do anything.
No.
It's like a t-shirt contest.
They pay you to entertain them, I guess, and everybody else. So we would do that like every Friday night or whatever.
Every Friday.
There's not much to do in Lafayette, Louisiana. So he would. We get too fucked up. I live close to that bar, so he'd stay at my dorm. And one night, I think I still do this. I think you can probably tell me too if I do this or not. If I drink too much, I'll just pass out. I'll just go to sleep. I hit a point, and I'm like, I'm out.
I think you're better now. I mean, everybody does that, right? I have pictures of me falling asleep in Japan.
I would drink.
I fell asleep.
I'll get drunk, and I wouldn't know how I get home. I'll get home, and I would lock the door, go to sleep, and you can't wake me up.
Yeah.
So I did that to him twice. The first time I closed the door, he couldn't get in. So this guy's like Chris Farley, like massive. He busted the door in, broke the door off its hinges.
Jesus.
Like, the key, we had like a key thing, like a hotel.
Oh, one of those doors?
He blasted through that with his shoulder, with his 350 pound shoulder. Broke it through, broke the door, and I had a roommate who woke up and he's like, "Who the fuck is this?" I was asleep the whole time. I was passed out. And so the next morning,
what was he trying to?
Next morning, he was passed out in the living room on the floor. And
your door's on the ground.
Yeah, well, my door is like he leaned it up against the wall. And my roommate was like knocking on my door, and he woke me up. He's like, "Dude, who is this guy passed out on the floor? What the fuck happened to our door? This is so irresponsible." I'm like, "Dude, I want to be like, dude, come on, we're 19, we're 20 years old."
You had that much wherewithal to be like, "Hey man, we're 19, let's just chill out right now."
About this guy.
So
he ratted me. He told the dean. He wrote a letter to the dean.
Wow.
I had to go have a one-on-one with the dean of admissions and apologize because they're gonna kick me out or something. And
so you apologized to him directly?
Yeah. So I had to pay for the door. So I paid for it, and then we went out 2 weeks later and did the same thing.
Yeah.
And I did the same thing, and he broke it through again. He broke the door down again. So instead of
wait, why was he breaking it down at all?
Because it locks.
Yeah, but he doesn't live there.
I know, but he's staying with me because I live close to the bar. We're both fucked up.
Oh, I see.
So I would get ahead of him, and he's so he was such a humongous guy. It would take him forever to get to the room. I'd jump out of the car, run up because I'm fucked up. And I close the door and I'd jump on my bed and pass out. And he's like, "What the fuck?" So he hit the door down.
He broke the door again.
Broke it down the same exact way.
So
again.
what did you have to do again?
This time, luckily, my roommate was gone or something like that. So I bought new hinges. I went and bought wood. This is growing up as a Southern boy. My dad taught me.
You know wood. You grew up with wood.
Taught me how to work with wood.
You're the heir to a
all right
forestry
on the air. So I built.
Your dad held you
I built a new door jamb, and I went and got the paint from Home Depot, painted it.
Jesus, the whole weekend.
The whole weekend was blown on fixing this door. But fond memories of that large man is dead now.
How do you know he's dead?
It's even more fucked up.
What do you do?
I used to be a news producer.
You told me about
at the local news in Lafayette, KLFY, Channel 12. Fuck you guys. I hate that place. What a death trap that place is.
Oh my god, are they still all there?
What's more outdated than local broadcast news? It's all dishes and there's nothing was digital when I was there. And this was 2013.
What? It was all
Betamax, all Betamax tapes and shit.
Jesus Christ.
The guy would go into the field, whatever, and report stuff on a car crash, and had a big satellite pointing at our antenna at our station, whatever. It's old school, but
Jesus.
No, I found out because I was in the morning meeting I had to pitch news ideas, which I hated because I hate the news. I'm not political at all.
You had to pitch them.
So I had to research the news.
There's a new sandwich at McAllister's.
Obama said this today, or whatever. I don't know.
It's that? It's local news.
The state senator wants to build new water fountains.
God, dude, that's horrible.
But no, this girl that I hated, who was supposed to train me, but she never did, so I had to learn all my own by making so many mistakes. But she
sounds like you.
I couldn't learn on my own. Making mistakes, huh? Sounds like me.
No, you're just whenever you make a mistake, you're just I won't do that. It's I just won't do that again.
Yeah. Live and learn.
And then people just get really aggravated.
Okay, I want to get to this.
This is great.
So no, she's some idiot.
Oh my god.
Deputy, and what's the name of the town? It's KEATON, something Louisiana, some southern town. It's an hour south of Lafayette. But she's some idiot deputy from KEATON was driving drunk last night, and she goes, the idiot flipped his car, and he could have killed somebody. Luckily, only he died. And
Jesus.
I was like, geez, wow, sheriff or deputy was. That's how rural Louisiana is.
Yeah.
The deputy was fucked up, and he wrecked.
Yeah, of course.
But it was Pete. It makes sense. But
Damn.
but it was fucking Pete.
That's
And
crazy.
I found out because after that I was like, went and researched it because I have to like write the thing for the whatever the reporter reads on the prompt is what I write. So I was like, write the story, and I looked it up. And I was like, holy shit! I saw his picture. I'm like,
That's him. Was he still
Man.
like 500 pounds?
he's larger. He was like Chris Farley at the end.
Jeez. Did he move like? He didn't move like Chris Farley,
Well,
did he?
at McAllister's, he would like I would get my Italian sub.
Yeah.
And
I was going to say,
go-
what did you make for
I would go
yourself
in-
there?
You couldn't eat. They didn't give you any food.
What?
They get a 20% discount or whatever.
For your own lunch?
Yeah. So I would make a
That's
sandwich. I would make a sandwich, and it was back in the day. I had like cargo shorts.
Oh,
This
wait,
is
so
early-
like,
this is early
it's like
2000s.
Napoleon Dynamite? You like hide tater
This
tots
is like
in your...
2007 or whatever.
Yeah.
2006. So I had like cargo shorts. So I get that long sub, put in my pocket. And I'll go to the bathroom and sit on the toilet and eat my sandwich really fucking fast.
What?
I'll just chomp it down.
But you would just steal it. So you're stealing it,
of
the
course.
sandwich. Stealing the sandwich, right?
No, I would eat. I gotta eat.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna
But wait,
clock
what-
out and go
what-
somewhere else and eat. Like, or pay
30-minute break.
20% off.
Actually, you just reminded me. That was the same thing at Red Robin. I used to go somewhere else to eat because they wouldn't let me eat there. I'm like,
times have
they're
had
like,
to have changed since then, right?
oh, they must, dude. They would be like, you can hang out for your break and pay for 20% off your meal or whatever. And I'm like, I'm not hanging out at Red Robin for my hour break. I would go buy CDs or
Try
I'd
and
go to
tell
a bookstore or something like that.
a Gen Z that.
Yeah, they'd be like, how
No,
dare
thanks.
you? Wait, what did he do to your sandwich?
Oh no, I would make my Italian sub,
Yeah.
go in there, eat on the toilet, and he would get big PB and J's. Like he would get. I think at McAllister's we had like these really thick, almost like not that quite.
Oh, like Texas toast.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Yeah.
He would get 4 of those. So he would get the first one, big layer of PB.
Yeah.
The second one, the jelly, make like a regular, a little pretty thick for a regular PB and J.
A lot of bread.
But he would do a second one on top. But
Oh,
he'd
like
do
a double
so on
decker.
top of that one, he put more PB and J or more PB,
Yeah.
and do another jelly on top of that. Those are 4 Texas toast. It's like a Scooby snack sandwich. And he would eat that in the bathroom.
Do you guys ever eat in the bathroom
I
together?
remember once, once he was like shitting while he was eating.
Jesus
Next
Christ. That's fucking horrible, man. So wait, you were eating while he was shitting.
Oh, of course.
This
But
is
he was
gold,
hilarious,
dude.
He was like, cracking jokes and like.
So he's taking a
Actually,
shit.
looking back,
You're eating.
I was
he's
never
eating.
happier in my life than being being best friends with like a comedian. He was a stand up comedian.
Yeah, he should have been. Yeah,
If he would have lived, he would have been like, fuck this police shit. I'll just go stand in front of this.
That's fucking
on the
crazy,
mic,
man.
stand up
that's
at the local bar or whatever,
that blows my mind. You're eating and shitting at the same time,
and couldn't laugh any harder.
and you're having a great time, inhaling
Amazing
shit
time.
with your.
Oh yeah,
And now you're the one
particles
who,
of shit
yeah.
in my
Yeah, exactly,
in my
yeah.
Lagna.
Yeah. Did you how long did you stay there?
Oh yeah, so I think Pete left.
Oh,
Then I-
as soon
then
as
I'm-
your friend leaves, you're like,
Oh yeah,
fuck-
then like
you're
that era's
fuck
done.
that.
You know how
Yeah.
that is in kitchens. Like
And it's so boring.
that era is gone, and you're the
Yeah.
only guy still there from the old era, and you're like,
it
I
feels,
think I'm getting a little
it
aged
feels
out of
weird.
this.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think
You still try to keep the jokes alive, and nobody's having it.
they don't land right.
They don't
I tell
like
Pete
it.
jokes, and they go, "Why would you put your balls in the scale? You just use that for the ham."
Did you at least put a little paper
Like, come
down?
on, let's
Little piece of
measure,
paper?
let's weigh our balls in the walk-in. Come on,
Yeah.
guys.
That's what Wayne got right. It's like
Oh,
carrying
yeah,
on that
that-
tradition of like a fucked up thing.
It was like the
Somebody being
goat,
like,
and all that
this is-
stuff. Where they
Yeah, the ball thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It always has to do with balls.
Luis Gussman
Yeah.
got it right.
These goose.
The goose.
The goose.
The goose.
Wait, so
Okay, so another guy came in, Andre. This little guy.
Andre 3000? Or Andre
Little guy.
Okay.
He was my new friend.
Uh-huh.
He wasn't funny though. So I was like, for him, I was like, we gotta get out of here.
Wait,
The opposite of what it was.
is it
with
always
Pete.
2 people back there?
I mean, there's more, but I mean, they suck.
Okay. Wait, more to make a sandwich? It's a fucking sandwich.
Some guys ladling potatoes.
Yeah.
Some guys got Rotel on the nachos, whatever.
Yeah,
oh no!
wait.
Wait.
Rotel on the
I forget. Queso, the queso. Well, I forget. We still
Oh, what'd you do?
forget why we started. I think we just started doing it. But I think when Pete was still there, we had these really fucked up, stupid baseball caps they used to make us wear, like pastel colored. It was like orange pastel.
Yeah.
I can't think of like that color of that ice chest.
Oh shit.
And it had like McAllister's on it or whatever.
Yeah.
So we would it's like a little window, like a little porthole. You know, most kitchens they don't want the people to see us back there.
Yeah,
it's not an oddly large porthole to the fucked up back of house.
Yeah.
So we enjoyed it. So like we're staying there, you know, like making a sandwich. You can look out and see the counter of people coming in, and like they face us. Like walk in and the menu's right here. So like we're right under the menu, so they're looking at us. We're like looking right at them. So we would get our hats. There's like a hot girl or like any girl really. Mm-hmm. Desperation. We write our number on the bottom of the bill, and we put our bill up.
Whoa, that's pretty.
And we go. We like do a little deuce, a little high, a little wave, and our bill will be up and our number will be on there.
Did that ever work?
No.
Okay.
But they made them laugh. Anything to get a laugh.
Yeah, because you need those little moments of joy.
To get through the day.
What was the actual? You said line cook, but it probably was just like service member, right? So like what
sandwich artist.
Sandwich. Did they really call you that?
Sandwich artist.
Jesus, what kind of bullshit is that, man? What is the actual work? Was that the place with the conveyor belt? Do you have a conveyor belt? Like
I think it had a vertical conveyor. It would like go up the top and then come back down. I don't know. I remember it just being like a tall thing, not like Quasnos, where it's like a little like conveyor, like a horizontal conveyor.
Okay,
which is a fucked up system. I remember that.
Yeah.
Mise en place was pretty fucked up.
Did they have pictures of all the sandwiches so you could remember how to like make all of them?
Gotta have those pictures.
You need them.
How you gonna remember?
You need them. Yeah. Who's gonna remember all those sandwiches?
How you gonna remember the different layers of the?
I like that you took your sandwich knowledge and you leveraged it for a job at Quiznos.
No, I think I was just very lazy because I was. I remember
keep doing what I know.
This is how lazy I was for Quasnos. Should I keep saying Quasnos?
Of course, yeah. Keep saying Quasnos. This is great.
Because I remember Quasnos started. I was just hitting my stride with art in my art class.
Ooh.
I was finding myself. This is later. This is like 2 years later. I was like, holy shit.
So 2 years of McAllister's.
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember about what happened between those. The blank.
Yes, a lot of drinking and forgetting.
I remember one summer it just didn't work. I was drinking a lot. Fucking off.
Yeah.
Climbing roofs. Climbing buildings. Climbing water towers. Climbing a lot of stuff.
You could have died. Yeah, is what you're trying to say.
I wanted to.
Ooh.
You can take that out.
No, we'll keep it in.
Yeah, maybe there was a suicide streak for a little hot second there. Who knows?
You go through phases.
This is before.
I know you long enough to know you go through a lot of like.
Oh yeah, there's the dip's still there. From like, oh, I'm fine till like I want to kill myself.
No. I mean, like you go through phases. You go like I won't see you for months, and then you'll be like, I'm into like juices now. You're like, oh, I'm a juice guy.
Well, hopefully,
Yeah, so you do that
as people. You want to evolve,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it's bad.
You're always evolving.
I'm not saying it's bad. Okay, so wait. So you leveraged.
Yeah, man. Cool.
You went to quiz. I'm not suicidal.
That was a great podcast, man. All right.
See you later.
All right.
Thanks for joining us, guys, on this episode.
We're at 48 minutes, but that's probably 10 minutes.
Oh, this is a lot of stuff. We're cutting. I mean, it's all bullshit. But so, I mean, we're not going to talk about Quiznos at length the way we did. I mean, how great was Quiznos? How good?
That's all the stories you want to hear is Quiznos.
Really? Was that Drive by Tony?
That's Drive by Tony.
Oh shit! Drive by Tony.
But what was I saying before? I don't remember what I was. Oh yeah, I found myself as an artist.
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
sorry, I didn't want to.
I was like, film.
Oh, you saw The Shining. You were like, I want it.
I already saw that. But I was
okay.
Like, I didn't know what that meant.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I can make something. I can paint on 60 millimeter and make paintings. I can do.
You can do whatever you. That's crazy that
you do whatever I want.
You
don't
realize until you get there, like. Something opens up. You see, like you get an art class, and like there's people who spend their whole life painting. What? Especially as a
do they make
boy
money?
who was the heir to a giant forestry fortune.
Yeah, rich over here, rich.
No, you're
all that
you're
green
wealthy,
out there.
You're wealthy in
all that green
in
growing.
American land. You
don't have land.
True American boy.
You ain't a man.
So
Wait. So was Quiznos at Lafayette? So was it you went to their competitor?
Say it right. It's Lafayette.
Sorry, Lafayette.
Like a Laffy.
Yeah. Was that the same place?
Same town, yeah.
Damn. So
I was
you
in
went,
Lafayette
you went to the
for years.
competitor.
The competitor hired me.
Did they poach you? Did they come?
No, that's okay.
They-
That's when I didn't need a job,
Yeah.
and I was like in studio,
Yeah.
and my parents, suburban kid,
Oh, yeah.
white kid.
They go, you got to get a job.
I was like, why? I'm fine. I don't buy anything. I don't buy anything.
Dude, I said that same thing.
All I do is stay in the studio and I eat Amy burritos in the microwave,
Yeah.
and I drink the water from the water fountain. I'm fine.
Yeah.
I have no girlfriend, no responsibilities.
Yeah.
I'm fine. Gotta get a job.
You got to get a job.
Okay.
My parents said the same thing.
So I went and applied to like every sandwich place, every restaurant. There's a big
All right.
strip.
I thought you were going exclusively sandwiches.
No, and this is probably 2000.
So wait.
This is 2009.
So you're out of the house. You're not living with your parents, are you?
They live in a different town. This is Lafayette.
They still had that. It's weird when you're young. Like they still have that power.
They still have
over
your
you.
power. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like you could have fucked off and done whatever the fuck you wanted.
If I was a fuck off or whatever, it's like.
But your parents say you
rebellious
got to get a
kid.
job, so you go, I guess my
I wasn't
parents say
that
I gotta get a
rebellious.
job, so- Oh yeah, I wasn't either.
I
so-
was a little bit senior year of high school.
Yeah.
Actually, I wanted to learn. I wanted to get good grades.
So you get the job at Quiznos.
Yeah, man. That's it.
All right. That's the end of the podcast, and
Booking that.
thanks for coming in. Thanks for hanging out.
It could be like cliffhanger. That's how your style. That's their structure.
Always leave them on a cliffhanger.
It just ends.
Who's Drive By Tony?
People they go, what? And they click. Is there part 2? And they look around and they start emailing you. Hey, it just ended. Do you
Yeah.
understand that maybe there's an audio issue
I'm gonna
here?
cut you. I'm gonna cut you off mid sentence. That's what's gonna happen. We're gonna wait for the right moment, and then you're just gonna be like, like that.
So
Like
Quiznos
that in
went-
the Beatles album. Oh God. Okay.
Yeah, man.
Wait. So you were 22 working at Quiznos.
I was like 23.
22, 23. What? I just was it just the job you got and that was it?
Yes.
Okay.
I had to get a job, so I got a job. I never cared about money or a job.
Yeah.
I didn't care about. I was in art class.
Yeah.
I wasn't like, what's
Yeah,
my
it's like
projection here? What's the next step? What's the next step? My next step is what's 16 millimeter like? Is that different from 8 millimeter film?
But then
That's what I would talk about.
But
at
then
Quiznos.
you go in
and my coworker's like, have you read the Bible yet?
oh shit.
I'm like, have you seen 60 millimeter
You
films?
told me about the Bible guy. There was like the guy who
I
just
found a
kept-
video. I want to show you.
Oh no
His
way.
name's Dwight. No, Dwayne.
course.
Dwayne.
What do you mean a video of you talking to him?
I have a video of him. He always talked about the Bible, and it was just the only two of us in the restaurant at all times,
Jesus.
and they always put me with him. So
Why?
So we spent way too much time together.
So you got to do the ordering and the
He was
front and back of house.
he was such a weird dude. He didn't know how to use the POS that well, even though he's like
That's why they put you with
40
him.
something.
Oh, what the fuck?
Definitely had some trauma issues. I
He
thought he
was
was
a serial
schizophrenic
killer?
at first. Who knows? He used to wear a safari hat
Oh,
for
my
no
God.
reason. He
What?
just wears a safari hat. Just be different. I don't know. I have a video of him like going off on women. Because I remember he was talking about, I was like, I gotta record this. This is odd. You can tell like he's been like, fucked over many times probably. By everyone, but probably women especially. Because the guy was a fucked up personality. But he was talking about women and how like, dude, men should be dominant. Women should always be subservient. Typical Bible stuff. He loved the
Yeah.
Bible.
Ugh.
So I recorded it. I have a video.
Yuck.
I was going to show you. I have like a 10-minute video of him just, there's no break. He just goes off for like 10, 15 minutes about women.
So why does the land perish and burns up like a wilderness, that none passes through? And the Lord says, because they have forsaken my law, which I set before them, and have not obeyed my voice, neither walked therein. They have walked after the imagination of their own heart. Whatever they think, that's what they walk after. And after Peon, or Baal, which is another lord, or supreme male divinity of the Phoenicians or Canaanites. I'm saying that don't follow after the vain images that are brought into your mind. God's word is the standard for human life. What happens is See, look, it says, but they have walked after the imagination of their own heart and after obeyed them, which their fathers taught them. You see, when a father raises their kid, if they're not teaching them the standards of the Lord, they're teaching them the standards of other gods. The Bible says that the woman was created for the man. That means that the man is the head of the marriage, as Christ is the head of the church. See,
We own women.
yes,
So their possessions.
pretty much. You know, Woman's Lib? That was funded by the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers. So when the man is doing his life, he has a helper, which is the wife. Rahab was a prostitute, and when the Israelites came to spy out the land, they talked with her, and she said, "We heard about you, and the people are in fear. Please don't hurt us." And they said, "Well, we won't hurt you, but you got to put all your family in at this certain time and put a rag outside, a red rag, so that we know that you not to touch your house. We'll go back and tell our army not to touch your house." She was a prostitute, but God spared her. God went in there to destroy all the people, but spared her because she feared the Lord.
That's the true story?
Yes, that's in the Bible. So, you know, the Bible goes real deep. I mean, now, it doesn't always mean that other things aren't possible, because anything is possible with God. Okay, you know, like fish. Fish don't fly, right? But there's a fish that flies. Mammals don't lay eggs, but there's a platypus. He lays eggs. He's a mammal.
What are you talking about?
What I'm saying is that there is no absolutes, that your faith is the conclusion. Because your faith is more precious than gold. Your faith is all you're going to have when you lose everything. Well, you know, the Bible is clear. For every word of the Lord is clear. The Bible is actually God. Because when you read that word, you are communicating with the Lord. He's talking to you. When you don't read that, and you don't listen to that, that means that you don't have a relationship with the Lord. I mean, and like I said, you know, not everything's absolute. So yeah, there may be somebody out there that doesn't read that does have a relationship with the Lord. But his faith is really what's going to be the most valuable thing, because your faith is going to either, if you have faith, you're going to, you know, be with the Lord forever. If you don't, you're going to tarnation. See, that's the awesome thing. Haven't you ever heard of Amazing Grace?
The song?
For your grace has taught my heart to fear. You know, when you realize the love of God, that makes you scared. You are not worthy to be with him. Because we are a fallen creature. When you exalt yourself, that is the problem with the devil. He exalted his throne. See, we're supposed to give God the throne of our life. But when we take over the throne of our life, God is more bigger than us. God is bigger than you. He knows what is best for you. He knows what is best for me. It's pretty interesting though, huh? About Buddha. Do you think with your thoughts that you have about what you think marriage should be taught in the society? Mm-hmm. What do you think is going to be the outcome of those teachings?
You mean when I raise my kids?
Well, yeah, when you everything. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, it's worked for many people. You know, it's worked for people. You know, my mom and dad, they've been married for a long time, but you know, they have problems, but they're still together. You know. But see, like my dad, I tried telling him, Dad, you gotta read the Bible and understand it, because that's why you have so many problems. Because you don't understand God's word, you know? You know, I have problems and I understand the word more than a lot of people. Just because you don't.
Everyone's gonna have problems whether they read the Bible or not.
Yeah, you're right. That is true. Life is a hard road, man. It's wrong. You know, I tried to learn wisdom. You know, be wise, make wise decisions. But even Solomon said, he said, I said in my heart I would be wise, but this was too far. This was far from me. Whatever wisdom is, it is too deep. Who can know it? In the book of Job, it says, "What is wisdom? I heard a rumor of it in the grave." That is true.
That's insane.
All it can use any of it.
So, how long did you work with him? I'm amazed at
Too
how
long,
long
probably.
people
I don't
are
remember
willing
how-
to work shitty
Well, I think
situations.
I stayed there too long because at some point I convinced our boss that Dwayne was a crazy person, which he was. So my boss was like, "Sorry, just do your best to work with him. It's fine." So I could do anything I wanted, whatever he said. So I'm with Dwight or Dwayne. I don't know his fucking name. I think it's Dwayne. All day, and he's like bitching about me because I'm writing. Like no one's coming to Quiznos. Our Quiznos was next to it was a shopping mall, an old school shopping mall that was built like in the 90s, and no one ever went in that shopping mall. It's like a nail place. You know what they look like?
Yeah.
It's like a cleaners.
It's weird. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like in the back corner.
Yeah.
And so there's a Quiznos, I think, down the road.
So some guys.
So
some
ours
guys failed
got
dream.
neglected. Yeah.
Yeah.
So no one ever came in. So I was like writing because I was like in my media class. I was like writing these new projects. I was writing a script in the corner for like hours, from like 10 a.m. to 3. And he's just like bitching about like, you know what? If I just sat around and wrote, like I would get fired. You're fine. You're fine.
God, dude.
What do filmmakers even do? Like, what would you even like? I'd have to zone it out and just write.
Woo, dude! This is every job you have after this. Yeah, it's raining. Every job, dude. This is the beginning. This is the beginning of your journey.
I wouldn't just zone out and write as an adult. I was doing that because who gives a shit? Service industry it's for people transitioning to a better life, and it's people people who are fucking up.
Yeah.
So why is there a standard here? If I'm trying to better myself, and no one's here.
No. It's not just that.
And no. And the principle of it is, can I say something?
Yeah.
The principle of it is, I'm a Southern boy. My dad made me work every day of my life, so I would make sure the job was done. The things that Dwight was talking about, or Dwayne, whatever the fuck his name was, was not valid points. He just hated the fact that I was writing on the job. He wanted to suck the dick of Quiznos.
I think I figured
12-inch sub dick.
I think I figured out why it bothers people so much is because you're doing something artistic. If you're trying to better yourself in terms of like being a real estate agent, they'd be like, "Oh yeah, study whenever you
they
want."
don't
Like they don't get it. They're like, "You're reading scripts at work." Okay, no,
Be a man.
no.
Do
All right?
a real job on the side.
Yeah. All right. You can't read books. You can't have creative
definitely what this guy
endeavors. It's like, come on, man.
It was the Bible.
Yeah. Oh, you
He'd be like,
should have hit it in the Bible. You know what I mean? Put your-
Shawshank Redemption
Start
type.
writing in the Bible. It's a blank Bible, but you're writing in it.
Have a notebook inside the
Yeah.
Bible.
Yeah. He would have loved it. So you killed him one day or what?
No, we got robbed.
You got robbed.
Quiznos got robbed, so I quit.
Why'd you quit?
Remember Drive By Tony I told you about?
Oh yeah.
He robbed the place.
I know. But wait.
So
How are you
I didn't wanna-
involved?
So I just stopped going. I was like Office Space.
Oh, you just
Well, I
stopped.
remember my girlfriend was like, "So you quit?" I was like, "No, I just stopped going." I stopped going. For a while, I got this girl. For a while, I got this new girl to take my shifts every day because I was in the studio like learning about 16mm film. Like I can't leave this place. No one was ever in there, so it was like my own little studio.
You
It
had
was
your
like
own
a nice
thing?
little cove.
Yeah, yeah.
It was a cave of like creativity, and it was the first time in my life where I felt like I was doing something important or interesting.
Yeah, interesting.
So I was like, fuck it. So I would call her every day. No plan in advance. Every day I would be like, hey, I think her name was like Jessica. Jessica, can
She
you
hated
take my shift? No, she
Jessica.
wanted it.
Oh, really?
So she would take them. So I did that for like 3 weeks until finally my boss called me. He's like, left a voicemail. He's like, Keaton, if you don't want to work here anymore, it's fine. Just let us know.
And you
And
didn't let him know.
I'll send a text. It's like,
Oh, you were
I
like,
quit.
I'm out.
sorry. I have too much school to deal with.
He goes, all those cameras, huh? They're
He
complicated.
didn't know anything about
Yeah, he had no.
But
So wait.
but that started. It coincided, incidentally, with being robbed
I don't
and
understand
not feeling safe.
why you didn't
And
want to go back because you knew who robbed the place. You knew who it was, so why didn't you feel safe?
Because I didn't know who it was at first.
Oh,
That
okay.
came
You just
later.
heard they were robbed, and then that was it.
The windows are broken,
Oh shit!
and we were in this little shopping center where it's like no lights.
Oh yeah, you're in the
And
corner,
I,
like
it
you
was
said.
me
Yeah.
and fucking schizophrenic
Wait.
Dwayne I worked with.
So wait.
I thought it was Dwayne. That was
Yeah.
out of his fucking mind.
Yeah,
Talking about how women should die and stuff, and like it
Jesus
was dark.
Christ. Oh wait, so Tony comes in. Drive by Tony.
So Tony started at the first location. This is the second location. So the first location
Were they both owned by the
first
same
location,
guy?
Yeah.
Oh,
he was
Jesus,
and he was a
cousin.
cokehead. He
Oh,
was like
shit.
he was the state senator's brother.
What the fuck?
fucked
This
up
was
brother.
this was the DJ, right? The guy who would play
No, no,
DJ
no.
sets.
This is like
No.
the guy who owned those two stores. He bought those
Oh,
stores.
okay.
He bought those two franchises.
Jesus.
I think he had a reputation to live up. His brother was like the state senator or whatever.
So I'm gonna buy. He goes home at Christmas. He's like, I bought a Quiznos.
But I think from someone I learned that he was just a coke addict.
Yeah.
You can kind of tell some days. He'd come in and like clean really fast, and he's like, "All right, guys, see ya." Like, what do you just do? Like, I don't.
Oh, I've got some stories about old Paulie. You know, same situation.
Oh, is this gonna be on the pod?
Oh, I'll get in there. I don't give a fuck.
Paul Key.
Yeah, Paulie.
Don't
Key.
take this out. Paul Key.
What
Key
was I
bump
gonna say?
Key.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
so,
so that
Drive
was
by Tony.
the first location,
But you transitioned.
which is even more fucked up people because like
What do you mean?
the first location was this other guy, kind of the same age as Wayne, like in his 40s, and he was a dealer. He sold weed, but he got me extremely high for like probably the first time I've ever been that high in my life.
Like marijuana?
Marijuana.
Marijuana weed.
But he smoked behind the. It's like waiting. He smoked behind the trash can.
No more than that.
By the way, it's sponsored by Height.
Oh yeah.
Extra cold. Ice
Extra
Point.
cold. They got the patented
Ice
ice
Point
point
on-
filtration
on point.
system. The ice be on point. Yeah.
So oh, this is kind of boring. These stories. I think this story is kind of boring.
Dude, you're talking about a guy who
he got me
robbed
super high and
an inside job
I've never
robbery.
been that high before in
It's
my life.
amazing.
So I thought, and this is this is kind of like I got high and one of his friends came over, and he's like white trash redneck
Yeah.
type of dude. He's a strange guy. Never barely spoke anything, but he's like, "Hey man, want to get high?" And at this point, I was like, "Sure, I don't care."
So wait, how old is Drive by Tony?
This isn't Drive by Tony.
Oh,
It's a different guy.
What the fuck? Okay.
This is a Dwayne type dude,
Okay.
but without the religion. He loves drugs. He loves weed.
Yeah.
So he's like, I sell weed and stuff. I can give you some. I'm like, no, it's fine. But I'll smoke. So we smoked, and I was like high, like out of my fucking mind. Like, I didn't function. He was over there running the PS, talking to customers. And I was like in the back, like
Paranoid.
scared
Yeah.
of people. I was like, can they
Freaking
see? Can they see my
They,
face?
they know.
They know, and
they
like,
all
I can't
know.
approach people.
Yeah.
So I was terrified. And then we get our 2 customers for the day or whatever. No one comes to Christmas. We had like 2 customers, and like they left. This guy pulled in really fast outside. We had these big windows where you can see everything. This guy pulled in and jumped on top of his own car. He's like listening to like some music. I don't know what it was.
What the fuck?
On top of his car. So I thought I was like seeing this. I was like,
Like
I
he
was,
stood-
I was hallucinating on weed. I thought. It's the first time I've ever been that high. So I thought I was like, my brain was broken.
Yeah. You go. These are the stories my parents told me.
But
about.
then I thought he was going to rob us.
Yeah.
This is before we got robbed for real.
Oh, okay. All
I
right.
guess I manifested that.
You did.
But I was like, oh,
You
he's
made
going
it
to
happen,
rob
man, and
us.
You put it in the universe.
Because the coworker guy didn't notice. I was like, clearly you can see this guy. He wasn't acknowledging him. So I was waiting for him to see him. The guy jumped out of his car.
Uh-huh.
He never did. So the guy came inside, and I thought for sure he's going to kill us, whatever. So I stayed in the back. I was like watching my coworker like deal with this guy, and they're friends.
Oh shit. Okay.
So that's the story.
But was that Drive by Tony though?
But no. Drive by Tony's a different dude. He only worked with him like once a week, and he was okay. He was halfway normal. But like a month into working together, he finally told me like gang or something. I don't remember. It's so
Was a
long ago.
white guy?
Mexican guy.
Okay.
He said, "You ever been to this?
Just imagine like
You ever been to this
Lafayette
cul-de-sac,
being
whatever?
full of
It's
suicide
called
boys.
something." And I think by this time, iPhones came out.
Uh-huh.
I was GPSing what he's showing me on my phone. It's right here. Showing me, he's like pinching in. It's a little cul-de-sac. It's an apartment complex. And like, all the crazy shit in Lafayette goes down here. It's like Compton of Lafayette or whatever. I'm like, okay, whatever. And he goes, "I live here." I was like, okay.
He's proud that
Yeah,
crazy
he's-
shit happens there.
I don't know. He's like,
Yeah.
but he liked me, I guess. That was cool, whatever. So like, we didn't have any problems, but but he would always talk about stories like him and the boys doing stuff.
Dude,
And so one story was like
boys,
he did a
dude.
drive-by where he shot. He didn't say he shot anybody, but he definitely shot. So they
Shot
drove by a
bullets.
house and he shot at this house.
yeah.
Some guy.
He was proud of it.
Yeah. So I thought that was the extent of it.
Jesus
like
Christ.
he's just a guy who may have shot someone by accident,
Yeah.
but he's a nice guy.
Did you call him Drive By Tony, or was that just our nickname for him?
I call him that.
Okay. I
Called-
think it's a great name.
But
Drive By Tony.
I thought he was kind of a nice dude who gets involved with his bros and does fucked up stuff.
Jesus.
Peer pressure. But months go by and I moved to the other store with crazy Dwayne,
Yeah.
and I don't talk to Drive By Tony ever again. But I texted him after we got robbed. "Dude, you hear we got robbed?" He's like, yeah, I heard that. It's fucked up, man. It's like, I wonder who it is. And that was it. Until later, I heard from our boss that Drive By Tony got arrested because him and two other of his boys
They probably knew the codes and everything.
of
They're
course.
They're not changing any of
went
the
in.
keys
they
or anything?
robbed the place. They robbed Quiz.
How much do they get, you think? Like $40? $30?
Man, Coke. Safe, probably.
Yeah.
They knew the
Yeah.
they knew the safe code too.
Of course, a place like that, it's 1, 2, 3.
I remember
you know what
going
I mean?
in.
It's like,
One of the huge window was cracked. They jumped through the window. Pretty sure they made some food because all the food's fucked up. All the six pins and pins are all fucked up.
wouldn't it be nice
Stuff
to
was on the
like,
floor.
it wouldn't it be cool to be able to do that? You know
Just
what I
make
mean?
some food.
No, just like fucking, just, break down a fucking thing with no consequences and like make a sandwich, just have fun. Just be like,
We did that hole in the wall once.
You broke down?
No, we were drinking a hole in the wall, and me and my old friend Matt went in there and started frying some shit up.
Oh, dude, that's a fucking dream. Yeah,
Turn the light on.
that place was lawless. Just
definitely.
you could do whatever the
lawless.
fuck you wanted. That was peak Paul Key Coke times. So you could do whatever you fucking wanted. That was peak like
Bartenders were the ones.
Eastside King
were the
was just
gatekeepers
killing
of
it.
the-
So
of
they
the
were just
restaurant.
like, do whatever you want. Who?
The
Oh,
bartenders.
cokeheads. Yeah,
they were all cokeheads. So like,
Yeah.
no one said, "Hey, don't go in the back in the kitchen," because
No.
they were fucking off. They were drunk.
That was weird, yeah. And then when we went back that one time, we were like walking in the kitchen. We're like,
Remember that girl-
where this
remember that
happened?"
girl's like,
and she goes,
"You can't come back here."
It's like, what? Dude, I own this kitchen.
I was like, "Look, my height is on the
Yeah.
wood. We used to like measure our height
yeah,
and like put our
she's
little
just like,
names
you
in there."
can't. It's like we worked here.
Well, that's
for
me on
so
the wood.
long. What happened to this place?
That's it. Yeah, man.
That's it. That's it. Just drive by tone. See, I think that most people
Well, there's no
they-
story. It's just
they
it's the fact that I could tell a fake.
they
story that makes
undersell
it
their story. That's so interesting. I think about Drive By Tony often. I go,
What about him? Just the fact that he robbed the place.
what is? It's like that small town genius. You know what I mean? Like nobody else was thinking
Rob Quiznos?
we should rob Quiznos. It's like
Know what it was? I bet.
it's like that.
I bet he sold coke to our boss. Sized him up on-
shit.
probably like,
Yeah,
this guy
yeah.
doesn't fucking know
Exactly.
anything.
Wait. So was that your last job in Lafayette? You moved. You were like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'm going to Austin, City of Dreams.
No, that was way.
Really?
I was still in college.
Wait. So where'd you go after
Still
that?
flipping them books.
Oh, that's right. The Lebanese
learning.
place. The Lebanese
In
place,
Delhi.
right? Yeah. So you left college and you were like,
No, I
you were like-
graduated.
You graduated college and you were like, Lafayette's the place to be for film.
Lafayette.
And you stayed. And you got
No,
a
I
job.
just-
in,
Why am I here still in Austin? You just stay at a place.
I know. Yeah. I'm
You
just,
think, I'll
you
move
shit.
around.
yeah.
I'm a Rolling Stone. And then 8 years go by and you're
And you're
still at
like,
the same fucking place.
It's comfortable here.
Get
yeah.
drunk and be like, hey, I should move somewhere. Ah,
So
get out of here.
So you got the job at another deli. You're a deli man. Let's be honest. You're gonna
Deli
open
guy.
a deli someday. You're a huge sandwich deli guy.
I was a big sandwich guy.
I know you were. Which is so weird because
I ditched the bread.
You're anti-bread now. You're all anti-bread. Unless it's coating chicken that's been fried.
It's a vessel.
That's the point.
It's a shitty vessel. Give me a good vessel and I'll eat it.
Easy Tiger.
I'll eat it.
Good vessel.
I'll eat
Really
it.
good
I
vessel.
won't go out of my way to go eat it.
I want minimal vessel. Let's be honest. I don't want a lot of fucking bread. You know
I'm
what I
a
mean?
taco
Like,
guy.
who the fuck's eating that much
As
bread?
minimal as it gets. Give me that taco. I'll eat a taco.
And then you'll be really picky about the texture of the tortilla.
Well, if it's corn,
whatever. That's a different.
If it's corn,
conversation.
I'm picky.
That's
If
a
it's
different
flour, it's all.
That's true.
If
That's
it's
true.
lard in, it's even better.
Woo. Yeah, that's true. It's got that little
The real Mexican
fatties.
hot and
Yeah, that's what.
Fat.
Yeah. Wait. Okay, so you leave Quiznos because you're it's scary for a young white man like yourself.
no, I'm an artiste.
Because you're an artist. Sorry. And then you get a job at the Lebanese deli, right?
No.
Wait, what was between those two?
What?
What do you mean?
Well, I'm
I
in
never
school.
heard about that story. Like what?
Oh,
what's between
I
them?
told you this. Worked at the post office.
What the federal post office?
Well, there's a post office on campus. Worked there.
You had to wear the gray-
I kind of just that one.
Is that where the shorts came from?
Stop. I was a really bad employee back then.
I know.
I take such pride now in like being, on time. Like this guy wasn't today. On time, prepared,
Well, Jack,
ready to do the job.
Yeah.
I had that in me. But
It's
back
funny
then,
that-
back then I did not have that. I didn't take working, what you should have.
It's
A
so
job
funny
like that.
because
Flip envelopes and seal them up, put them in the cubbies.
yeah, you're
What
you're
a
like, You're
job.
like me, like, what's the point of this? We're not doing anything here.
Well, it was like
It's so
glorified
funny
study
that,
hall.
that from the two jobs that I know you at, it's they see you as like they don't see that at all. They go like he's so like lazy, he doesn't know what he's like they don't see any of that. It's funny that
They
you
see that
take
I'm
pride.
lazy?
No, like remember,
Well,
like,
no.
there's always someone who has a
Want
problem with you because
to
you're
get a
just
little
like-
deeper about it. I'm too self-aware to be lazy. Like I know what people will see, and if I'm like,
It's so strange to me that
If I'm sitting
you're
on
that
the
aware,
job,
then why do they have
I'm so aware.
problem with you? I don't get it.
Probably because they know that I'm aware, then I pick my moments to not. Like if I feel the vibe of like, hey, he's sitting there. If I think back,
yeah.
if I think back at the
You
post
go.
office job, everyone sat around. It was study hall.
Yeah.
You only do something when the mail comes in. You quickly do your job, put them in the cubbies, put the envelopes in the cubbies, and then you wait for the afternoon when you got to ship it back out again. Or whatever. There's only 2 parts in the day when you have to do something, so you just sit around at a table. And the guy I worked with sucked. He wasn't Pete. He wasn't funny. He wasn't Chris Farley. So I did what I did at the last job. I wrote and like tried to figure out film, like storyboard and shit for my classes. And then eventually, when
Did you ever watch movies like you did it at? Like, did you ever get to the point where you had like an iPhone or like a iPad and you were watching stuff?
2009.
Oh, that's
So you didn't
that's pretty
have-
early, yeah.
I don't remember if iPhones are streaming that well.
iPhones had just come out because I went to Japan and
Well,
I got
2008.
an iPhone because that was the only phone that would work internationally.
But
So I had to
could
get
you
that.
stream YouTube through Wi-Fi?
No, there's no app.
I don't remember us doing that at all.
No.
So I would write and storyboard.
So you left that after what, a few months,
Yeah, man.
and then
No, I just stopped going.
yeah, that's leaving. You know, that's pretty much leaving.
I just stopped, and I literally live 4 blocks away. It was cold. So I moved out of this house. I had an amazing friend group. Again,
Was that the group of the guy who always got naked?
yeah, Mike.
Yeah, Mike.
So a place called the
Mikey.
it was called the Cockpit.
Of course it was.
My mom, bless her little Catholic heart, she helped us get the house.
Oh,
She
that's your
co-signed,
mom. That's your mom.
and we ruined that house. We destroyed it.
of course you did.
It was destroyed. We absolutely destroyed it.
Of course. If Pete was there, he would have
It was
broken the doors.
there's
and-
4 bedrooms. It was
Yeah.
me and 3 other dudes drinking. My cousin who moved in sold weed out of the house. And he would spill. There's a cup in his hand. He'd spill it on everything. So there's shit
On purpose,
all
like he was doing the.
No,
"Whoa,"
he could
like
not
that kinda
not spill a fucking glass of wine or beer, whatever he had in his hand,
Yeah.
Kool-Aid. He'd fucking spill it.
all the messiest.
So all the
stuff.
carpet had assortment of like different color stains all over it, and had a hookah, and he'd fucking knock it over somehow. So there's ash on the fucking carpet, and there's old hookah water spilled everywhere. I'd leave for the weekend, come back, and he'd have a party, and there'd be like 7 new stains in the carpet, and he wouldn't pick it up; it would just dry up.
Oh god,
and,
dude.
And I remember the dishes were so bad; every dish was in the sink,
Oh yeah. You
so
just
no one
throw
would
them.
do it. So I threw them all in the trash. So we didn't have any dishes.
That's what you did with Brady one time. Remember? You
Yeah.
told me like he wouldn't do any of the dishes. You wouldn't do it either. So you were just like, fuck it, I'll just throw them all away.
So
Yeah.
we didn't cook after that. We would just bring food home. Luckily,
That's
my
amazing.
girlfriend would bring me food.
Wait, so okay.
Amy burritos. Most of my life has been Amy burritos.
I remember when I met you, it was a lot of Amy's burritos. So what was next after that?
Oh yeah, so I moved to a little place with my friend Mike. He was trying to get an internship in China.
China.
This is the gap between him and I. We're best friends. He was trying to get an internship with Nike as an industrial designer, which I was started, and I changed majors to. I fucked off and became an artist.
Yeah.
Checked out of corporate America, and so he's trying to get a corporate job with Nike or get an internship at some company in China. And I was painting on film with my blood. That's what I was doing, and that's what he was doing. So
Did you guys
split it.
Did you guys ever talk about it? He's like, wait, what are you doing?
Oh, he was amazed by it, but he was like, "Cool, man."
That's all he said.
He was just like, "We were just done." I mean, we're moving on.
Yeah. So wait, but what was your next job after that? Because
Yeah, so I
you
was
went to
there-
the-
I was there working. That's when I was working at the post office.
okay.
So when I quit the post office, yeah, I guess. Oh yeah, I guess after the post office didn't work until I graduated, which was like another months. And once I graduated, I got the news job.
Wait. So you worked the news job, but then you went back to food service and worked at the
Well, I quit.
deli,
I said this sucks.
the Lebanese deli. Yeah,
I said this is terrible.
obviously.
And there's a lot of stories there that are horrible. So
Don't care about those. Those are in
Don't
food
wanna-
service.
I forgot about those.
Yeah, good.
they're not food service. They're not Peon.
Yeah, nobody cares. Those are not peons. Those are
Don't
people.
ever work in local news.
Local news is horrible.
It's so bad. So I quit that very fast. I was there for like 6 months. I just quit. And so like I quit, and then I instantly applied to because it was down
Why?
the street.
Oh, because it was nearby.
It was nearby, and I was eating a sandwich there one day.
And you were like,
so
"This is
fucking
good, really good." You want to know how to
It's
make
so
it?
good. And I remember I used to flirt with the idea of working there when I was younger. When I first moved to Lafayette. Nabil Loli, the guy who owns the place.
Uh-huh.
You saw him.
Yeah.
Such a
Very
cool guy.
intense, bald man.
Very, almost like mafia.
Yeah, there's some
Mafia-esque.
dark shit going on. Yeah, when I saw him, I was like, he's very direct. He's one of those guys who's like, I take care of my family.
He's
You know what I mean?
but
It's a dark.
there's
dark
a
kind of
mafia
thing.
type thing going on.
Yeah,
And very passive aggressive. Holy shit.
I'm sure.
The most passive aggressive guy I ever met in my life.
I can tell. I was asking him about the olives, and he's like,
He never wants to answer anything.
he's like, I'm like, oh, you guys got those nice olives you guys got there. And he's like, yeah, we got olives. It's like okay, all right.
Like he didn't ask the
What
right
about
question.
the-
You have
yeah,
to ask
like-
it right.
Yeah, like, I mean, what kind of olives? Maybe you know.
Well, he's a little sad.
Hey,
his
tell
son
me.
died. A little sad.
Jesus, well, how old?
But I mean, when we went, that was years later. So he should.
How old though?
Did you ever get over it?
That's a good answer. That's a really good answer. Okay, all right, forget it. You
Too soon?
don't get over it. That was a
Can you
delicious
laugh at it?
sandwich.
Can you laugh about it now?
I will tell you that was a delicious sandwich. That was
You
like,
didn't even eat it.
dude, what do you mean? I did.
You had like a bite. I
God.
was like,
Dude, we had
felt
just
bad. Like,
we had just eaten before that.
is that why?
Remember that was the trip where we were going to Louisiana, the New Orleans Film Festival. I made
Gorgeous.
like 6 racks of ribs for some reason.
Oh, we traveled with ribs.
I
Great
made
travel
6
food.
racks of ribs for no reason. I held them in like a hot bag, which for me is just an HEB bag with like tinfoil. And then
That was your choice.
yeah, I know. I was just trying some things out. I was trying out, you know. And so yeah, I was pretty full from the ribs I was trying to eat. And then you were like, "Oh, we should go to this place." And you're telling me stories about it. I'm like, "We gotta go.
Best
we
sandwich
gotta go."
in all the land.
And it was a great sandwich. Yeah, I ended up eating it later, and then throwing half the ribs out.
I still try to make that
New Orleans.
tzatziki. Can't figure it out. A lot of sour cream.
So you start working there, and he's teaching you aggressively how to make a sandwich.
Really, he's kind of done.
Oh, he was just like,
he was just like,
do whatever
whatever.
you want.
I think the only thing he cared about was like, he would roll it with his hand, so
Ooh,
bake it right.
okay,
He wouldn't let me touch it.
yeah.
He's like, I can make these little turd beef turds.
Meat turds.
And he wouldn't let me. So he wouldn't let me see how he start tzatziki.
Uh-huh.
He would start it, put it in a big bucket. There's so much tzatziki. Slather,
Yeah,
healthy servings on your sandwich.
Uh-huh.
Just made it like.
Was he
moist and
making
good.
the yogurt from scratch?
No, he would use labna a lot,
Okay.
but he would use he would start the tzatziki in the bucket. So it would come with like, I think he would squeeze the cucumber to be like water at the bottom of the bucket,
Uh-huh.
and like other spices. You look down, it's like probably sumac, dark flakes in there. I don't know what else was, chili flake, who knows? But it wasn't that spicy. But he would start it and he would give it to me, so I would have to get the sour cream, mix it, give it that thick consistency that he wanted. So it was his starter.
So he gave a shit. He still cared.
Well, he cared about this. He would start it. It was a secret. He wouldn't show me. He would never let me show. He would never let me. I'd ask him once, like, "Can I make tzatziki?" He goes, "No, fine, I'll make it."
So
But the way he said that meant like, "Don't." I do it.
Wait. So how long did you work there? And you still wouldn't. You never got access to any of that information.
I try to keep him at 6 months.
That's it. Okay.
Who knows?
If you had
It might
gotten
have been
2
6 months.
years, he might have been like, "Here's all my secrets."
My art career was really taking off in that 6 months, so that's why I quit. Actually, that was my last fuck up,
what do you mean?
job wise. I had a weird fuck up.
What did you do?
I didn't just stop going, but I remember on my birthday, I didn't go to work.
Uh-huh.
It was a fucked up time in my life. I was breaking up with my girlfriend for like 6 years or whatever. And like I was living in this shitty loft thing, old garage thing. My friend moved out. So it was just me in there. It was just me and my weird shit, my drum set. And like I was trying to make like analog video stuff with like a switchboard and stuff. It was a weird time. My cat died. He would diarrhea everywhere. Like he diarrheaed once in the house, so I had to kick him out. I guess I forgot to feed him. Forgot to give him water. Or he would stay at my neighbor's house, but somehow he died. I think it was from dehydration. But he died.
So you killed a cat.
I wasn't grieving that bad. I didn't have any aggression about I was sad guy. So like I quit the news jobs. I was like, what am I doing? I'm working at Cedar Deli, making $1,000 a month. I had a list of my fridge.
That's such a small amount. Jesus Christ.
I had a list. I knew exactly how much I was spending, how much I couldn't spend. I was a Spartan guy with like, I know exactly.
Minimal.
It's so minimal.
Yeah.
More minimal than I did when I lived here for a little bit. It was like the most minimal I've ever been in my life.
Like why you worked there for?
Oh yeah,
6
it
months?
was my birthday, and this girl that I worked with, she's older and she's a weirdo, and she told me, I don't know why she told me this, but there's a lot of like weird telenovela type passive aggression stuff happening in that restaurant. It was me and this autistic kid who he just came in and did prep. That's all he would do, but he'd tell weird stories. He had like a pet spider in the speaker porthole that he had. He wanted to write a short story about it. And I was like trying to encourage him to do it because it sounded weird. It sounded good.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
do that. But he was so autistic that he couldn't get shit together. It was me, him, and that old lady and Nabil. The lady told me something about how you get a day off if it's your birthday. I don't know if I dreamt that or whatever. I'm pretty sure she told me that. And the way that structure, the power structure was like, you don't ask Nabil questions like that.
Uh-huh.
There's like he's the mob. He's Tony Soprano. So you don't
Yeah,
say,
yeah.
hey Tony, can I have my birthday off? Whatever. No, you get
Yeah.
it from somebody else. You ask
Yeah,
somebody.
yeah.
You don't talk to him directly. That's how it used to be. So I asked her, I'm like, so wait, you had your birthday off? I think she told me she had her birthday off, and she goes, I'll take care of it. You know, if you want to take it off, I'll take care of your shit.
And then
So I
she
didn't
just
show up on my
never-
birthday, and he called and I didn't answer, and so I took my birthday off, and the next day I went to work, and he's like, you know what, you should take off. I was like, I don't need a day off. He's like, no.
Oh, you're fired. He fired you.
I think so.
What do you mean?
But he was so like he liked me and like was a weird.
He was trying to do it gently.
I think he was like, "Get the fuck out of here." What do you? I think he was telling me, "What are you doing here?" Basically.
Okay, but is it in your head or did he really just fire you?
It was very paternal, but also very passive aggressive. But I think
He told you to take a day off and then you just never went back.
No, he didn't tell me to take a day off. He goes, "I think you should just get out of here." So I got on my bike and left.
And you never came back. So you understood it to be that you're fired, or that you didn't want to come back.
I think I just had some weird mix-up. I was so sad, so depressed, and I was hearing things that weren't really happening.
I shouldn't come back.
If I was on drugs, that would have been a complete mess. But I was sober.
I see what you mean. Like he said something in a way that made you be like,
I think he said, "Get out of here."
okay, I don't belong. I don't belong here. Yeah,
Because he used to tell me like,
That's
"Dude,
crazy.
landscaping. They make way more money than this." He was trying to.
Oh, he was encouraging you to like.
It was like
make,
a father figure. He's like telling me to get the fuck out of here. Because I was making $1,000 a month. I was making
Jesus, man.
but I was fine. I was happy.
What is that? 725.
I was so
What is
happy.
that? 625. 520. What is that?
I didn't even ask.
That's insane.
That's how fucked up I was. I didn't even ask how much. I was like,
I know,
I'll work
dude.
here.
When I first got my first cook job, I was like, they're like, we're gonna pay. I'm like, I don't care.
I'll
Hey,
start.
You guys hire me. You guys are gonna hire me, right?
I can start. Yeah, I don't.
So wait. So you left? Was that
And he paid cash, so there's no W-2, nothing.
Holy shit. See, wait.
No cash
You
money.
left right after that? You left Lafayette?
No, that was when I got my residency as an artist. So my art
Oh, okay.
thing was.
All right.
That's why I didn't give a shit about anything else.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit, I'm in this residency, like, I'm at this show, and like, I gotta prep.
Oh, I see. So you were
I was
out.
ready
You
to
didn't
go.
give a
So after
fuck.
that, it didn't work. I moved in with my aunt and my brother halfway, but my brother didn't work out because he can't live with my brother. So I think I didn't wash a plate one night, and I was like, I just can't do this. We got an
You're like,
argument.
I
about
throw
a dirty
plates
plate.
out. I throw plates away. So
He's like, you didn't wash it? You didn't wash it. Stay home all day. You don't have a job. You didn't wash it? I was like, I can't do this.
it's so funny because when I go to your place, you wash your dishes immediately. It's
Yeah,
so
'cause, like,
funny.
You know.
You're older now.
Well, I think it's like maybe a little OCD. Who knows?
Okay. Wait. Yeah. So was
Yeah,
was,
man, that's cool.
Was that it? Was that it? And then you were out of Lafayette?
No, I moved into my aunt's house.
No. I mean, in terms of jobs,
In terms of jobs, yeah. I'm out of it.
you were like,
So I was just doing art.
why? Why Austin? You were like, they got a cool food scene. I'm gonna go to Austin. They're
Austin, I came here from my mom was doing a wedding. She said,
Oh yeah, seen her flowers. Yeah.
so she was like doing a wedding, and then I was here, and like this guy Stone Brown,
Stoney.
he's a chef. I think he's still a kitchen manager at Alamo Draft House. But he's a peon for sure. Funny dude. He used to be a singer in a band, Kelvin, a white boy funk band back in the day. He was telling me about kitchens, working in kitchens, and we're fucking off about stories about kitchens. I think I asked my mom, "Hey, tomorrow skip out on this wedding thing, can I just go look at apartments?" She's like, "Good for you."
She was encouraged. She was like, do it.
I think I moved home for a little bit.
Ooh, dude, moving home is
It
dark.
was like 2 months. I was knackered.
Real dark. Real dark.
And
Yeah.
my dad's like, "You should mow the grass." I'm like, "I'm not 13 anymore." Wow.
So wait, are we gonna leave it here?
An
and
hour,
then-
40 minutes, huh?
This might actually be a two-parter because we haven't even gotten to the Austin stuff. We haven't gotten to Eastside King. So did you meet Moto? Did Moto hire you? Who hired you? Who hired you?
So aggressive.
Who hired you?
Well, I didn't. He's like,
Because that was your first job here, right?
David Cadena. He's a good guy. Good valley boy.
Oh, Texas Valley.
Yep.
Yeah. So that was your
Yeah,
first.
man.
That was your
That was
first. That was your. That was your first job in Texas, right?
First job in Texas. Yeah.
You didn't work at Cane's.
All right, I get it. I get it now. Get the dig.
Circle back. Want some more? Have some more. It's okay, buddy. You don't have to. We can call it quits. You know what I thought today? I think I could put some shelves up in here.
Oh,
It's a
here
big.
it is.
It's a big move.
Here it
It's
is.
a big move. It's a big step.
And you're choosing this place. Put the shelves in. Oh, that means you're settling in, bud. Another 5 years. You're halfway there.
No. I want to move
Say a
out.
decade.
I really want to move out. Like, yeah, I don't know. Anyway,
Why wouldn't you want to move?
money.
How important is money?
It's pretty important.
For what?
Surviving and bills.
Oh, so you don't have any savings?
No, I have a lot of savings. It's just I'd prefer to save more
For what?
for old age. And,
Jesus, you're one of those, huh?
No,
I know
no,
a few.
for,
I know a few Gen Zs are talking
no,
about
no, no.
retirement. I'm
No,
like,
for-
Jesus Christ,
for this.
you're so
For this,
uninteresting.
I'd like to get to the point where I could like really like put some fucking money into Peon and make it good. That's what I'm saying.
Oh God.
That's the money. Why is that bad? Why are you fucking freaking out?
Oh God.
Why is that bad, dude? You're so
I just want
strange.
to freak you out.
Okay, all right. I tell my dad that, and he goes, no.
It doesn't.
No,
No.
son.
Oh God.
He goes, that's for your 401k, and I go, I don't know what that is. I have no idea what that is,
People are terrified. They want security.
dude. This whole thing's.
I don't know
crumbling.
what the fuck I'm doing after
whole
this
thing's
job.
crumbling down.
All I know is I'm making
You're
money.
telling me that in the next 10 years, this whole country isn't crumbling? I don't believe you.
I don't go.
All right, it's true.
I just don't think that way.
All right. Well, anyway, I'd like to save some money, so yeah.
I definitely won't. I don't regress in jobs.
Mm.
Like I'm not gonna work at another fucking Eastside King after this. I don't do that.
I don't regress in jobs.
I go
yeah.
lateral
I go
or upper. I don't really
I go
up a
lateral
little
up.
bit.
Yeah. Like if somebody's like, "Hey, come back. You don't have an extra shift here." I'm like,
Fuck
"Nope,
that. No.
never." That was a point I made early on in the service industry. I'm like, if I'm leaving a place, I'm never going back.
Yeah, you don't do that.
Never going
I
back.
did it at McAllister's.
Ooh, how'd it feel? Feels really bad, right? You go in and you're just like,
It's bad.
"Oh, God."
We covered that already.
Okay, all right. So Eastside King.
Yeah, man.
Eastside King. Why Eastside King?
Why Eastside King?
Yeah. That was what?
Oh, it had the cool yellow parts.
Oh, you like that? So that
The
was the
vibe was
thing.
cool.
And you saw Moto and he was like, "Look, that's a cool Japanese guy."
I didn't see Moto. Didn't know anything about Paul Key.
You didn't know anything about Paul Key.
I didn't know anything.
Really? Okay.
I saw the cool art, and I was like, "That's a cool restaurant."
Okay.
And all I had was restaurant experience. I wasn't gonna go work at ATX Channel 15
I remember
to do
you,
local news.
I remember you telling me a story. I don't know if this was before you worked at Eastside King or after, but you told me a story of that you tried to get a job at Draft House making those like short film reels before things, and you didn't understand. It was like a Bourdain moment. Like you didn't understand what the actual question.
I
or
think
the
they already
job
hired
was.
someone.
And like
I think they didn't know I was coming in for the interview. Then they forgot because they were a little bit late,
yeah.
and it took a while for them to come get me. I was like in the waiting room, like next to Daruma, you know, that little office. That's where their office is, or was.
Yeah, they kicked
So I sat there. I was like looking at their operation. Everyone's like running around and stuff. It looked cool. I had to wait there for like 10 minutes. And then some guy came in. He's like, what's your name again? I was like, Keaton. Oh, hey, Keaton. Nice to meet you. Come on the back. So I went to the back outside at a picnic table. Way outside.
Oh yeah, they're like,
And then they all came out. There was like 5 of them. All these fat, nerdy dudes.
Damn, that's a lot of people actually for an interview.
Super. They're the editing team.
Yeah.
And all they did was ask me, what trailers do you like?
Trailers.
Like, I don't really like trailers that much. I feel like
And
they
they're
give
being
too
like,
much away.
"Have a good night."
No, they actually like that. I was like, I like the new Dunkirk trailer. I like teasers. I like the Dunkirk teaser because like the guy, it's just a
was
big
like,
ship,
click,
and they're all like,
click,
the
click,
plane
click,
comes,
click, click, click.
and then
Yeah.
one guy looks back, and all of a sudden like all the dudes start looking back.
Yeah.
That's great. That's all you need. And they're like, yeah, that's true. It's true. I said, no, I'm an editor. I'm editing. Okay. So good talking to you. Take care. And then I went home, and they sent me an email saying, do a reel.
Oh yeah, that's right. And you
And
didn't
I
really
thought-
understand it.
No,
right.
Because they didn't give a shit. They told me
Yeah.
to do a reel. And I was like, reel. And I asked, what do you mean by reel? And he goes, oh, just like a trailer. You know, how you see the Alamo Draft House before you see the movie? Like a trailer. I was like, okay. Remember, like said, there's like a funny thing of like, if you talk in the theater,
Yeah, and it's like
please
it's
leave,
like-
or Keanu Reeves will kick you in the ass.
yeah.
So I did one of those. I did exactly what they. I went on their website, photoshopped the Alamo Draft House logo. I did the same filter they use for like the little web filter thing, exactly like that. And the guy goes back on like, "Wow, it's very impressive. Like you're very talented. Clearly, it looks exactly like our promos, but we meant a trailer of a movie, not like a not a promo thing." I was like, "You said first of all, you said reel. You didn't say promo." I did a reel
So
like you guys do.
You're getting really aggressive right now.
I was mad.
That's a lot of work. That's a lot of work.
It was a lot of work. It was like a week and a half of work.
yeah.
And he goes, no. That was it.
So wait, was that before Eastside King or after?
Well, yeah.
Oh, really? So wait. So that's where you met. You come in first day. It was ramen, right? It was like ramen. That was the ramen joint, right? It was ramen.
I was on Friday.
Yeah, I know, but that was back when they were doing ramen and stuff, right? Yeah.
Shittiest ramen. So bad.
Sapporo
Because it
beer
was so
foam.
rushed.
Yeah. No, it was like.
It wasn't hot. It sat on the expediting table for like 10 minutes before they.
Yeah, it was not very well done. Yeah.
Plate bowls weren't washed very well. So we didn't have enough bowls, so you go bust a table, bring it back, wash it, put ramen in it. But they still have sandy water in it. It wasn't dry.
And you didn't turn it out or like dry it out. You
Wasn't my job.
You go.
I was too busy.
I love that.
I was too. No, I didn't. I wasn't like that.
You're
Union man. Like,
You're
that ain't my job.
Not my job. to
No,
do
I was
that."
like, I was so busy doing. I was just trying to keep it together. I was the only guy in ramen, so I was like draining the water because it got so starchy. I would get fucking 10 ramen orders at once,
Jesus.
and I had no bowls. So I have one bowl to work with, and then I will go bust my own bowls. I'll go out. I'll go outside.
metal dog bowls
I'll go out there and bust my own dishes.
Jesus, man.
Come
So
back,
wait, what were the
wash them.
servers doing?
It's like a single mother. I'd go back, wash my own dishes, bring them back. Of course, there's sandy water in it. I was pissed. And I was drunk because of the shots of vodka. It was a mess. And I'll go stand in the walk-in just to get some cool air.
yeah. Yeah.
Sweat
Of
off.
course. That walk-in was a mess. I remember that walk-in. I used to have to go in there. I used to have to go in there.
But we had a
Man, what
bar.
was I
We had
gonna
a
say?
bar door.
I remember. You
So
said
they
they
would-
used to
They'd open it and just
open-
put, shots would just appear
like,
every night.
They were just like,
They're
you
just-
didn't ask for them.
No, they would just like a tray of them. There's a big, big table right
And so you would just take,
there.
you just
open.
be like, fuck it.
All
I'm-
fucking go crazy. And I'll look over there, the door open, and just a shot. Tray of shots will come in. I'm like, hey guys, let's get our shots. And we'd all stop.
Wow.
It'd be like
middle of
a line out the door, out the outside door,
wow.
and we'd stop. We'd go take shots. We'd take our time,
Yeah.
sweat off,
Take a little break. It's incredible.
go look at the bar door, see what's up there, fuck off a little bit.
While you're in the shit,
Oh yeah,
there's
no eats.
tickets on the board.
Dude, we'd have a
You go, oh, the noodles are overcooked. Who cares?
no one ever complained.
It's all college
If
kids.
they did, no one would say.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Wait. We're overlooking something really. We're overlooking one major thing. So they put you on fry right away, right? You got to see the karage. What was your first thoughts? What was your, as a Louisiana boy who
Loved
worked
it.
at,
I was
who
eating
worked
all
at
of it.
Cane's?
I had fucking big ass mixing bowl to like get all that sugar and salt.
Yeah.
2 of them at a time.
You were
Eat 'em all.
like, they're like, wow, he really cares about it. He's tasting every dish.
Just eating. I would hide it. I would try to hide it, but I would just. Eventually, I was like,
What were you hiding? You had little baskets of food.
no, I would just like.
Oh,
he's not
hide-
Eddie. He's not Eddie.
Oh,
no, I would like. I would like.
hide
turn,
that you were
I
eating.
would turn around. Like, yeah, you just eat on the job.
Yeah. Were you
Delicious. I never had anything like that.
really?
Nothing sauced like that. Like
Oh, okay. So you, but what was the moment that you felt like you realized that it was too
I hit-
soggy
hit
for
the
you?
big time.
You hit the
Right where I need to be. Right here.
the pollo big time.
The salt. What?
Yeah, like did you like the sogginess? Because you're a big major point.
No, I want the crisp. So
Okay.
I would be like,
I bet you made a good karage. You
I
probably
did.
like,
I
put
would
the right
never.
amount
I
of
would
sauce.
never serve the ones that are on the bottom of the bowl that just sit.
I stopped going to Eastside King because it was all soggy. Like people would just serve soggy
Chicken sitting on
shit.
the bottom of the bowl.
It should only be the chicken that you serve. What do you mean? Why is there chicken sitting at the bottom of the bowl?
Because we would get so busy, you would drop so much chicken.
Oh, yeah.
And you just dump it in the bowl, get it ready.
And
There's so many people.
and you
last
put a bunch of
chicken.
whatever.
You do it. You get the triple sec bar plastic bottle
Yeah.
of hot sauce, and you put a sugary, salty
Yeah.
sauce, and
Maple.
you mix it.
Yeah.
Then it's so hot. I'll grab it, put it in the boats, and then
So you would have a
but
couple
the bottom,
left.
The bottom would have a bottom like layer of just soggy chicken been sitting there.
Why did you throw that out every time you?
Kind of the ones that, but that all delicious. But they're soggy. Yeah.
I mean, it's sweet. It's
I wouldn't, but I
sweet,
but I had to
syrupy,
stand it. I wouldn't-
delicious.
it's
Yeah.
soggy. Soggy bottom boys. I wouldn't serve those.
Good.
Dago by guys. That's the name of your podcast. Either Dago by guys or Soggy Bottom Boys.
Soggy Bottom Boys was.
PTA didn't keep the Soggy Bottom, whatever it was.
Wait, no, Soggy Bottom Boys was from the Coen Brothers movie, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, but his
Soggy
movie
Bottom
was
Boys.
going to be called PTA's movie was going to be called Soggy Bottom something. Before it was Licorice
Pizza. Terrible name.
So we can take it.
God,
We can take it
dude.
if you want it.
Soggy Bottom Podcast? That's a terrible name. Wait. So when did you meet Braddy? So did they was moving to ramen? Was that like a step up? They were like, Keaton, you're doing a
For
great
people that
job on
worked with
fry.
me,
They're
like,
like,
man, that's great. And I was like, what? I don't get it. Sucks.
and you got that blank gaze. They don't know what's
Looked
going
right
on.
through 'em.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. I actually liked fry because I could eat food. On fry. I didn't like the ramen. There's something to eat. That's probably where my drinking
Oh,
picked
shit.
up.
Wait,
I didn't
why?
have any food to eat,
There
so
wasn't any.
I was
There wasn't any.
drinking more.
There wasn't a dishwasher there at that time.
Tina, one of the
Bussers.
well, she would work the front POS and then she would bus
Good
and she would
lord.
do dishes too.
Holy shit.
But I mostly did my own dishes.
Yeah.
Ramen was better in the sense that I had more control over everything.
Did you like that?
Sort of, yeah. The shit. But fry is for the young bloods. They come in there and like
Yeah.
they'd hold everyone out like back because they couldn't cook fast enough.
Yeah.
There'd be two guys on fry.
What?
Two young bucks.
And you're looking at
Two
him, you're
green
shaking your head,
guys.
you're going, you boys don't know.
And they're not eating any of that chicken. Like, give me a boat. Fill up a little boat, a little pile.
They're like, yes, sir.
Work on that boat.
Yes.
Yeah, I met Brady at Holman.
What was he? Was he on Fry? Oh, yeah.
I would play Death Grips in my little quad, my phone.
Oh, core container. Classic.
And he's like,
Yeah.
"Who is this?" So we bonded over Death Grips, and then
He didn't really like it.
I didn't.
Yeah. Wait. But how did you get from there to living together? What do you
Oh.
mean?
Well, we
You fucked a little
we
bit?
fucked a little bit, pulled around.
Yeah.
Um,
You guys went to the walk-in, sucked some dicks.
yeah, waiter balls.
Yeah. That's your thing.
He
At
likes
restaurants.
chicken. I like chicken. And I think I was desperate for someone to live with. I needed to move. So I think one night I was like, I think he mentioned he's writing. He's a writer. I was like, whoa, I've never met a writer before. Well, I was like, that's cool. He's a writer. So he came to my apartment to look for a new place to live. And then that was the house. 2 years.
Wait, where
The dark ages.
He was working at.
He stayed at home. I left.
Wait, he stayed there?
I went to Austin Daily Press. And then he's
Ooh, ADP.
well,
Sandwiches.
really took a dive.
Your home is. You realize that you're.
Sandwiches.
Yeah, it's kind of like you've denied your roots a little bit. You know that, right?
With East Side King?
No, your sandwich roots. It's like you came up in sandwiches and you stopped. You've literally cut off yourself at sandwiches. What happened?
But like I told
What
you, I
happened to
realized
you
that
with sandwiches.
I fell out of love with bread.
What happened?
I was never in love in the first place.
Were you?
Wasn't. I was
See-
in love with that whatever's in the middle.
Whatever. When did you
That's
realize?
what I really cared about.
When did you realize? that?
Never comment about
You
the
worked
bread.
at all these restaurants,
Always a vessel.
all these sandwich places, and you just
Never mentioned
what,
the
like,
bread.
2 years later, 2 years ago, you finally figured out that you like the sweet spots in the middle.
I just figured out that bread is a vessel.
Yeah, but when?
I think I figured out when I finally fell in love with tacos.
Okay.
I finally figured out tacos is where it's at because you have minimal vessel. It's just a plate that you can hold with all the things on it,
Yeah.
and use that as a spoon, a device to fill your mouth hole with food. But I'm getting back around to the bread because good bread is good bread.
It's
But
your.
you're still not on board with this. You'll still eat shitty bread and you won't say anything about it.
That's not true. That's
I
not
don't
true.
understand that.
That's not true. I stopped eating shitty bread.
But
I
when'd you
stopped.
stop? After
No. It was during the pandemic. So like.
So it's recent. So you listened.
Yeah. No. Well, yeah, a little bit, but no. Mainly, it was just that like it used to
Shit
be
bread.
that I would eat for breakfast because I was trying to be cheap and frugal, right? I would eat two slices of bread, 2 slices of toast, and 2 eggs.
And what bread was that?
It. It was like the HEB shitty wheat bread, right?
Why did you buy that?
Dude, that's what I grew up on.
No, you just don't know better. You don't know what you're doing. You're like an autopilot.
No. Actually, no, that's not true. Because I grew up in Germany. I know what good bread is. I was trying to be cheap. It was like $1.60. I'm like, I'm just gonna buy this. It's easy.
But you don't think about it. Like, why am I eating this shitty bread? Why am I eating this vessel?
No, I knew what I was doing with it. It was cheap. It was very cheap, dude. For breakfast it was 88 cents. Yeah, and I know that.
I know loves food. It doesn't taste good. So for some reason you felt like you still needed a vessel for your food.
It's opportunity, and I just didn't want to. I can't just eat eggs because it's not going to last. You know, I need brain power. You know what I mean?
It's such bullshit.
So it's not going to last.
What book did you read that said that?
No, I just know it. I can feel it.
You have enough coffee. You drink 20 cups of coffee a day. So there's your energy, and then your protein.
No, dude. If I eat 2 eggs I was doing this for a little bit. I was doing just 2 scrambled eggs, and I would do like maybe some tomatoes, maybe some kimchi in there or whatever, and it would last me an hour, and I'd be fucking ravenous. But when I ate bread,
you got to go with it a little bit.
When I would eat bread,
a couple weeks.
I did that. But when I would eat bread, it would last way longer. So I'm poor. I don't want to pay for food. So I'll just do this, and so I would do that, right?
Can't pay for another 2 eggs. Just admit that you're in the shit bread vessel like everybody else.
No, I wasn't.
Mindless bread.
Only because I wanted cheap food. Cheap food. Okay, but a lot of people eat disgusting things because it's cheap.
But they have no idea what they're doing. They're doing it. They do.
Wait. So after Eastside King, where did you work?
Oh. God. Terrible. And I gotta be out of about 11.
Okay.
20 minutes.
You said 10:30.
I know, but I'm giving you time. Look at me.
Okay, no. It's okay. No. We'll do a second half.
Eastside King.
We'll do a second half. No. We'll do a second half.
I don't even know what's next.
What do you mean, dude? There's so much.
Awesome.
There's so much. ADP. You used to tell me stories of like working at ADP. When we used to go to the wheel after work, and I'd be like, is that place any good? You'd be like, I don't go over there. And then you'd like hide yourself.
I don't want to see the people I worked with. I didn't click with anybody. No one did. No one clicked.
You stayed 6 months?
Everyone's an island.
That's your...
The place is as big as this. Shit. Everyone's just an island of themselves.
Yeah.
No ice breaking. No one had anything to say.
No ball breaking. Nothing of that. No,
nothing.
Nothing to like make it funny or fun.
And I was like butthurt because like I had this great fucked up camaraderie at Hole in the Wall, and I chose to go to this place, and I got there and I was like, this is nothing like the place I came from.
Yeah,
I told people that when I was like, this is nothing like Hole in the Wall,
and they're like, but sandwiches.
They're like, you feel like you're a little hung up on this Hole in the Wall thing.
Did you think about going back?
No, it was already shit. So like, that's why I left.
Why was it shit? Was it like
everyone left?
A drug den? Brady was
that
still
guy
there?
you love came in to be a
Mark?
No, Clint.
Oh, I don't like Clint.
So you don't like him?
Oh, okay. The guy I don't like. Yeah, Clint.
He came in
I will
to,
say
consult.
publicly on this
came in to
podcast,
consult me how I was
the
doing
guy
ramen.
is a terrible person.
Yeah, he's like,
he's awful.
He changed my ramen station around and it made it worse.
Yeah. Fuck that, man. Like, dudes who come in and go like, here. No, this is how you should work. Everybody at Eastside King would do that. Paul would come in and fuck everything up and be like, no, you should work like this. It's like,
well, that's where it comes from.
well, dude, I know.
He
I was working really well like that before. It might not be your thing, but I was doing really well with it. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
All right. So thanks for coming on the
Cool, man.
podcast, and we'll do a part 2 soon.
Are you going to do a stamps.com ad after this? And like,
Yeah. Hopefully, if I'm lucky.
is that what you're aiming for?
Get the revenue, bro.
The revenue hit?
Revenue, dude.
I just want to know for you, I just want to say this, the people listening, all the people out there listening in the future, you as well,
Thanks.
that this can't be your way out. This can't be,
Oh, why not?
gotta be. that pressure is going to be on these airwaves.
Oh, it's already on me. It's already on
Oh,
me. Yeah. Well, what do you think I should do then?
Live your life, man.
What do you mean?
Find a better balance. This can't be your way out.
This is not my way out. So what do I do?
Please don't make this your way out.
Wait, so what do I do?
You live a life.
What do you mean?
You think living a life is trying to find a way out?
Yeah. You gotta find like a focus. You know what I mean?
You already focused.
But I spending half.
Just don't make it your fucking branch that you want to hold on to.
I'm saying that that half.
Because then that's gonna make you more depressed.
You think so?
Of course, that's probably why where depression comes from. Thinking like, oh, this is my way out.
Yeah,
and then it doesn't pop off. You're like, what happened? I tried so hard and it didn't pop off. Why isn't it popping off? This is my way out.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not still here.
Yeah. You're key.
If you had those expectations,
You know what's so
bottom
funny?
of the fucking thing.
You know what's so funny is that you're keying in exactly what the depression that I had this past week.
It's because you put all that fucking pressure on.
Yeah, I don't know how to. So one, I don't know how to not do that because that's just my brain.
Because don't say that this is your way out.
And then two, it's funny that like now that you're saying it on as content, it makes it funny. It makes it funny,
of course,
and it makes it okay.
What is funny?
Which tells me that
it's
I'm going
ridiculous.
in a good direction. Yeah, it is.
You think when I make a film, I'm like, this is my way out?
No.
Ingram, my next, it's gonna be. I'm gonna make it. This thing's gonna set me off. 16 Rachel's 2 years.
That's not what I'm saying.
My way out.
Okay.
It's gonna pop off.
So my thing is
I'm gonna make
that
some ad money off of it. Off YouTube.
My main worry comes from, dude, I'm not gonna be a cook. I'm not gonna be a chef. Sorry. I'm not gonna be a chef. I'm an aging cook. Everybody in the kitchen right now is like 28 or below, right? My chef is 32. I mean, come on, it's crazy. And for me, it's like it's got to be something substantial that's gonna make like life good.
Like a grad school.
Nah, man, I don't want to go back to school. I really don't.
What the point I'm trying to make is like, what do you want to do with this?
What do I want to do with this? Just
Because I know you. You're a guy who, if it's not original, you'll strive for originality.
I know.
Beyond anything.
I know.
So
it's
you'll
crazy.
learn After Effects and all this stuff just to be original.
Scene. It's
like
crazy.
almost to a fault.
I know. Oh, it is a fault.
Like it's
I know.
a perfectionist
I'm
thing.
trying to get out of that.
But
okay.
But can't this be something where it like helps you as a person?
Hey,
you can meet more people.
You got to exactly what I just was going to say.
You can talk to more people.
So my original goal with Peon was because I was about to kill myself, and
all right, easy.
It really was, and I was just like,
for Peon?
No, before Peon, yeah. I was like, what's the point of doing any of this shit? I was just like, I started Peon because I was like, I gotta get the fuck out of this fucking hellscape in here. This thing is terrible. I'm like, I gotta get out, talk to people, learn things and stuff like that.
Change.
Yeah, and change.
Can this be
on mic?
What I'm trying to say is, can this be a part of Peon, a project where you don't have to strive for originality?
Oh, this is gonna be, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you gonna keep doing this?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have to work at the kinks, obviously.
Well, sometimes when you're drunk, you
no. This dude
pontificate. You're like, no one's ever talked about service industry. I'm gonna be the guy doing it or whatever. Okay. I'm like, well, okay, it sounds great, but you know. So when you listen to podcasts, but like Freeman, which you don't.
I don't know. I'll look him up. Is he good?
When he interviews someone, he's also interviewing someone to help give him advice, and like it's a give and take. He wants, like, he's searching for something.
Yeah.
Like if you can bring that up, that's part of your thing. So instead of like you feeling all this shame, all this fucking pressure,
shame is
this is my way out, man. This podcast is gonna get me out of this hole or whatever. I'm an aging cook. All this shame and like self-hate. If you bring that into your podcast,
yeah,
that's what people are gonna connect with.
Oh, that's gonna be in there. It's already in there.
Far. Well, I heard it now. It's a little taste.
It's in there. I recorded a whole thing about this already.
No, I'm saying it's got to be with your guests. Can't just be by yourself.
Oh, okay. That's
be vulnerable with your guests.
That's interesting
because they're gonna help you.
Okay.
Like I just said, it can't be your way out. That doesn't sound right.
It can't.
And you're gonna go, I can't. What do you mean?
Why not?
I go, a podcast cannot be your way out.
Why not? It was Mark Maron's way out.
But no. But I'm worried that you're just gonna be like, it's about interviewing these people and getting their stories, and you're gonna erase yourself from the conversation.
Ooh,
you cannot do that.
It's
gotta,
good.
Dude, this is your project.
Yeah.
Are you not worried about your life? This is like, are you not worried?
Did you seriously just said that?
Yeah. You have to.
That's all I do worry about. That's why I had a panic attack.
I know, but you're all up in here.
That's my whole life. Is all over my
Do you
face.
understand this is helping you? So like people are going to come in here
I know that.
and talk about
They're not gonna
similar
come in here.
problems.
They're not going to come in here. You're saying I should be vulnerable. I get that.
You have to do that.
I know.
Otherwise, I won't listen to you
I know.
because I don't give a shit about who you're interviewing. I'm like, I want to hear what Zach's got to say about this thing.
I know.
No, I want to hear you talking to another cook, and then you talk about depression with a cook or something. I don't know what it is.
Talk about almost kill myself. It's fun. That's good stuff.
Sure, I'll listen to that. You heard me say that before. I've heard you say that before, but I never heard the story. But I would like to hear it.
Yeah.
No, when you talk to people, I want to hear your mutual like feelings about whatever you ask them has to come from you. It can't be like I need to ask this guy this question because it's the question that he asked about this thing, like a concept you have about the interview. No, it's got to be like a vulnerable thing where like at some point you're asking questions about yourself to this person. They're gonna help you. Your first 200 episodes got to be like a Mark Maron thing. It's got to be those things. I got to see this messy, vulnerable thing before you become a podcast.
That's interesting.
You got to change. If you're not going to change to this, it's not going to be good.
What do you mean change?
You got to change.
Change what?
Your personality's got to change.
Format?
Your view on things have got to change. Your disposition's got to change. This podcast, if it doesn't help you change, what the fuck are you doing this for? What are you doing this for?
Jesus Christ, man! Just because nobody's talked to the service industry people.
Who gives a fuck?
I do.
Of course, you give a fuck about yourself. You gotta care about yourself
and other people. Yeah,
sure. But about yourself, do you not care about yourself?
That's all I care about.
I don't think so. Sounds like you care about these people, or you want to say that out loud. Maybe off the air, you can say you really care about yourself more than these people's stories.
No, it's like, dude, anxiety and paranoia. That's deeply selfish. So all you're doing is like trying to.
I get that.
Look. I'm trying to talk to people. Dude, I told you this earlier. I'm trying to talk to people to make myself feel okay. I'm a depressive, suicidal person. I'm trying to get outside of my head to go, are you the same way? And then they go, no. And I'm like, oh, wait, why?
There's your intro.
Of course.
Start with that. Start with that shit. That sets the tone. And they're like, holy shit, this guy just told me that he's depressed and suicidal, whatever. That's fucking crazy. And then either they'll go, yeah, I've had that too. Or they'll go, I understand, man. That's cool. Like, you won't bring a dick in here. You pick the people in the interview. They won't be completely fucking different. So, like, they'll either be on board or they'll help you through it. But it's got to be for you. It's got to be.
Why am I the center?
Because it's your podcast.
It's more amazing to me to, like, talk to and hear other people and be like, oh, wait, whoa, that's different than my experience. Why is that not better?
You better talk more than they do. I want to know more about it's got to be you. This is your thing. Make it your thing. So like,
I understand that.
And that's why it's got to be the shed. It's like, I'm in the shed. I'm depressed. What the fuck is life for? I'm an aged out cook.
Okay, wait. This is a new.
What are we doing here?
This is something I didn't.
No. Maybe it's about you going through some shit, but it's also about trying to get people on your level of talking about real issues.
Stop! I forgot to tell you about this. This was the thing I was going to say way
before
earlier.
I forget. Sorry.
Okay, go.
You know when you always talk about this. You're in a job on the line, and no one talks about fucking anything.
Yeah, they just talk about dicks and shit, and
this podcast. Nobody goes. Your aggressive stance about making people do the things you want. It's your podcast. You can control all this. So you make them do that.
But like Mark Maron, before the interview, I'm going to do a thing about like.
No, you can't be by yourself.
Yes, it is.
No, that's not vulnerable.
It's going to be. It's going.
I won't listen to it. I won't listen to it.
Okay, then don't. It's okay.
Fast forward. It's like the opening ad that Mark Maron does. Stamps.com and shit. I'll just fast forward. When is Tim Hyde? When is the guest coming? I skip through all that shit.
Okay, well, you can if you want. Some people do.
I think a lot of people skip through.
Oh, you would like go straight to the interview? What's it about interviews that you like?
It's more unpredictable. It's more people having a conversation and being vulnerable with each other. Be vulnerable.
You know, it's really hard to do with people you've never met before.
Of course it is. But this is your fucking thing. They're coming into your house. No matter where this is. Okay. I'm not saying.
All right.
It could be in a bar, which I don't like that. It could be in a place, but they're coming into your ring, your arena. This is your fucking project, and they can't forget that. This is you're doing this to become better, to change, to meet more people, to talk more to people, express feelings that you think are shameful or whatever, but we all got them, and you got to say it because they aren't going to say it. Your guests aren't going to talk for you. You got to bring it out, because when you say it, if you're like, I'm feeling depressed or whatever, they'll be like, I'm depressed too. But they won't give that to you.
Yeah,
Just ask them
that's
a
true.
question.
That's true.
You got to show it.
Yeah.
Because depending on who you interview, they'll meet you halfway probably. But it's got to be about you.
I know that. Everybody's been saying that.
You can't hide.
It's got to be. I'm not gonna hide.
Got to be an open book
I've been pretty open so far.
to them, not to yourself and the mic.
Oh, because I can. I don't
Of course,
mind.
it's easy.
I don't.
Talk to a mic. You don't have to post it.
Is it?
It's hard to click post or whatever.
But what if I do post?
Sure, brave.
It's
What's more brave?
brave.
What's even more
So
brave?
brave.
It's bringing someone into your place or wanting to interview someone and being vulnerable in front of them about stuff that's painful.
That's true. Yeah.
And that's what people are going to listen to.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
That's my 2 cents.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
done.
that's what I needed. You should have dropped the mic.